can.
Yeah.
Y'all, the beginning of this fucking stream was crazy, ain't it? I know. Believe me, we fucking know. We know. Okay. We know. Hold on. I literally thought I had it set to private. And so that's why I thought, and I checked it twice and it said it was. And then it's not on fucking private. And so now, this whole fucking time, it has not been on private. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? Anyway. Okay, so let's do that. That's good. Okay, love it. Okay. And it's off. Go this way.
What the hell?
What is it, babes?
The trolls.
I'm telling you, they know you're coming up on panel and they're trying to fuck me over.
What the hell?
It's weird. I don't know. It's fucking weird. People are fucking weird though anyway, so I mean, whatever. You know what I mean? Whatever. They can stay over there being stupid, I guess. Anyways, okay, let my ass sit down. I'm so sorry, y'all. I know this is like so fucked up and so fucking unprofessional, but you know, would we expect any different from Coley? No. So, okay. Now, I gotta tell you, I have an announcement too tonight. Okay, hold on. Now I'm sitting down. Okay. I've got glasses on, 2 babes now. Okay. Bam. Got it. Okay. Hold on, Roddy. Yo. What do chaos crew? Hi. If you never heard my name is Coley. Seen by a subscriber. Ask about anyone in 3 is alright with me. Right here we do commentary. Basically, we see shit, we say shit, we talk shit. A lot of talking shit. But not like mean shit, you know? Anyways, we just talk about the shit that we see. Anyways, so tonight we have a special fucking honorary guest. My best friend. Okay, so now you're on panel, baby. They can see you. Not
hi.
Your picture. So, hi.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah, I know, right? Y'all, I thought this stream was set to fucking private this whole entire time. Like this whole time. So I'm so glad that Roddy figured out how just to put the picture because fucking A. And Roddy can tell y'all, we've been planning this stream all motherfucking day. When did we start talking about this? At like what, noon?
Yeah, probably somewhere around that time.
What the fuck? Okay. So we'll do purple because you're here.
And Coley was still late, as you guys can see.
I know, I'm still late, and I'm never gonna not be. I'm so sorry. Okay. Anyways, so tonight, okay, me and Roddy, you know how we talked about the missing Indigenous women that we really want to talk about on this channel? Well, we have, you know, when we do the interview and everything, I have to edit it and then put it on there. So that's why we couldn't stream about that particular thing tonight. I guess yesterday I wasn't very clear about that because Roddy was like, when we were talking on the phone earlier, she was like, you know that you like, we're not doing that today. And I'm like, oh, I know. And she was like, oh, okay. I thought you were trying to say that we were going to fucking talk about that today. And I'm like, no. I have to make the damn video. So anyways, what we are going to talk about is a few things. And I figure we go ahead and get like the housekeeping out of the way. So, okay. This, in fact, to all the trolls who will watch this later. Oh, first, hi Sunshine, hi Rebrand, hi Nessa, hi all the people that I love are here. Thank you so much for being here. I love you so much. Anyways, but, oh my God, what is up with these fucking people? Okay, anyways. So, okay. Anyways, so I figured we would just clear the air with some shit. Okay? Now, a lot of people are going around saying shit like, Coley's ghosting people. Coley's having her patterns. No. When I intentionally ghosted other people, that was on purpose. Okay? This was not on purpose. My phone was fucked up. You could not call in or out. I have AT&T and I have insurance. So what did I have to do? I had to send the motherfucking phone off, and then they had to send me a fucking new one. Okay? So it's not that I was fucking ignoring my best friend, so I'm going to need that fucking trolls to shut all the way up. Okay? For real. Like, take several fucking seats. Okay? Now, also, let's talk about this. The way in which I met Roddy and a way in which I met other people that I've been friends with online was very different. Okay. I met other people that I've now not friends with. I met them because there was an issue, a problem, like disruption, okay, going on. Chaos, if you will. Okay. And me and Roddy didn't meet like that. So our friendship and I like the way that our rapport and shit is nothing like any friendship I've had on YouTube. Why? Because when we're on the phone, we talk about best friend shit, not YouTube all the time. So, anyways, I just wanted to go ahead and say that, and because Roddy's right here, and because I'm just fucking tired of hearing that. You know what I mean? Like, it's like to the point of, can y'all just please all go into a building and I can set it on fucking fire? Like, goddamn, shut up. Anyways, so we know how we're gonna do the stream about adoption. Roddy, you got to start talking, bro.
I got it.
Okay. Anyway, because on the phone we're very different. We're back and forth a lot. Anyways, okay. So here's my thing. Okay, now, y'all know how we've talked about doing the stream about adoption, right? About public adoptions and then private sector adoptions. Okay. I know not everybody is interested in hearing this type of thing, but it's actually interesting. Okay. So Roddy has had experience fostering children and then leading into adopting them, right? And so I, just as an outsider, because we hear about kids being like, like we hear about kids getting adopted all the time. Tell me in the chat who the fuck knows exactly how that goes down. You know what I mean? You never really see like it go down. Like, what do they do to adopt kids? Like, what are these steps? The actual steps. And so I'm curious, Roddy. You tell me. The floor is yours, baby. Tell me what you go through from the time of you find out about a child all the way to you adopt the child.
Sure. Okay. Well, we adopted all three of our kids through foster care. So it's a little different, like if you're doing like private adoptions or going to international adoptions.
And that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the only reason we're talking about this tonight is maybe because y'all might have questions that will help us out when we're researching about the state-run adoption agencies and then the private sector. Anyways, continue.
Yeah. So foster care is a little bit different. And I only have experience doing that. And we've adopted all three of our kids from there. Mm-hmm. And obviously, the goal of foster care is to reunite back with the birth family.
Yeah.
So that is the goal the entire time. So if you're going into it to adopt children, you're going into it for the wrong reasons.
Right.
Because most of the time you're not going to get to adopt the child.
Right.
Which is hard.
Oh, I'm sure. How does that feel? Like, how does that feel for the child that's been with you? What has been your experience once the child's been with you for so long and then they're being removed from you? Mm-hmm. Do you think that's, I mean, has that been traumatizing? Have you seen children freak out?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
To me, that is so wrong. That is so wrong.
It's traumatic for them to leave their birth family. It's traumatic for them to leave their foster family after they've been with their foster family for a long time.
Yeah.
We've had foster kids, not placed with us for a length of time, but I've had other foster parents who have had their kids for like a year to 2 years, and then they have to go back to the birth family, and that's very hard. Yeah.
Oh my God. And you hear about these cases that have that, and then what happens with them is you'll hear them go back with the parents, and then the parents kill them.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's the most bizarre fucking thing I've ever seen. And it's like, to me and Roddy were talking about it, and it's almost like they are, it's like weird how they'll just throw a kid back into the lion's den. Yep. You know what I mean? I don't understand. We have more protection for people who don't even deserve it than we do for children. Yeah. It's weird. Anyways, keep going. So
and I can tell you, if people had to go through what we have to go through to adopt children, some people wouldn't be having children because we have to go through FBI background checks.
Yeah.
They have to check into how we were raised. our financial situation. They go through everything. Like, it's crazy. And then you have to have your house looked at. They go through, your entire house. You can't have certain, like, they go through every outlet. You can't have extension cords. You have to have a fire extinguisher in so many feet of your house. I'm like,
Yeah. And that's a lot,
absolutely
dude. That's a
crazy.
lot. And then on the top of that, you are getting children who have special needs because of their, you know what I mean? So like, what is that experience like? Like when you, because Roddy, her children, they have special needs due to the fact that their mother, was doing things while she was pregnant. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what's that experience like, having children who come in from, like, they just come into your house with all that trauma,
It's hard. It's hard. But you do have to go through training. So in foster care, or like when you are a foster parent, you have to do, like, they're called in-service training.
Right.
When you do it through your county, it's like 30 hours a year. When we did it through, we did do a private agency also, which was not a horrible private agency. We had to do 60 hours, and that's because we became a therapeutic foster home, which we got the worst of the worst. The kids nobody wanted. These kids had 5 to 6 placements before they were placed with us. So our oldest son came to us through a therapeutic foster placement.
Oh, okay. I didn't even know that was a thing. Like a therapeutic, like how does a child, like a child get into some type of program like that, like the therapeutic, like what makes them qualified to get in that? Do you know?
It is their needs, their special needs, how many disruptive placements they've had. It could be like what they've experienced in the birth home, or
in the other foster homes.
Yep, or in the other foster homes. It could be that they are in a sibling group and they want that sibling group kept together.
Yeah.
Which
I can understand that. I mean, I really think that should be a thing.
Our oldest son, he is a sibling group of 5.
Oh wow!
Now all 5 of them had to be adopted by different families, so they did split that group of 5 up.
Why? Is there because there was so many, or what?
No, it's not because there were so many. It's just because of the trauma in that birth home. They were just traumatic to be with each other. They were okay.
It was almost like a trigger to be with each other.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So they all had to be adopted.
Yeah. And you also have a child that has RAD. Explain what RAD
that is. My oldest son. Yeah. So that is reactive attachment disorder.
Right.
And so he has trouble bonding, especially with females. So with me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like I am the brunt of like his anger. And
and what kind of behavior like do you see? Okay, when you first go into adopt children, and they tell you, okay, this child has this special need, this special need, this special need, right?
Oh yeah.
When they tell you that, and then you get home, are they like very open and tell you everything, or when you get home, do you realize there's more than what they told you is wrong?
Oh, there's more than what they told you, but sometimes they don't even know everything about the child, because when they're taking them from a birth home, they only know so much of what they've investigated.
That's true. That's true.
I can tell you, through all the kids we've had, my oldest son, he had the worst trauma out of every child we've ever had.
Yeah. And how many have you had?
Oh my gosh, too many to count.
Really?
We were foster parents for over 10 years.
Well, I mean, I knew that, but I didn't know that the number was that high. We talk about this shit all the time. You probably have told me, I just didn't remember that, because we talk about this shit all the time.
And I wish we could have kept contact with all of them, really, because they have a special place in your heart when they come in your home. And
Oh, of
we
course.
tell every one of them we're gonna be there for them. We're never gonna give up on them, and we're gonna love them from day one.
Right. Right.
Whether they're our child
Yeah.
or not, or they're a foster child, they are treated the same in our home no matter what.
Yeah.
And so we do have contact with some that were our foster children. I can tell you our daughter, our oldest, we actually adopted her as an adult. But she came to us when she was 17.
Right.
And then we adopted her when she was 21.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because she asked us to adopt her.
Yeah.
And because she was already adopted by a different family. Obviously that did not work out, and why she came to foster care at 17.
Yeah.
And then our youngest son, we actually got him when he was 7 months old. He went back and forth to Biomom and us 5 different times between 7 months and 18 months. At 18 months old, he came to us and stayed with us and never went home. And he just had his 12th birthday
I know.
a couple weeks ago. So he has been with us.
Yeah, I mean, it takes. I think it takes like a special type of person to adopt children, because if I'm just being honest, and this is gonna sound so terrible, but you know me, I'm just gonna be honest. I don't particularly like kids, to be honest with you. I'm serious. Like,
that's like my sister. My sister doesn't either. She only had one.
I don't particularly, and I don't mean that in a mean way. I just mean that I don't. Okay. When my kids have their friends over, I get to know them very fast. And the reason why I get to know them very fast is because they'll get on my nerves if I don't. You know what I mean? Like, if I don't feel like some type of connection with them, it'll be like, I can't do it. You know what I mean? Like, I never ever thought I'd be a mom. But now that I am, I'm so thankful that I am. Don't get me wrong. I love the fact that I have my kids. But I mean, I've always been that type of person to where that's why when I hear the things you've done, and you've, committed to and had all these kids in your home and stuff, it's like, damn, she is so, when it comes to that, is so far different from me. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's very wild. But I mean, I wish there were more people like you. You know what I mean? And there's just not, and it fucking sucks. No. You know what I mean?
I do want to touch on, I don't know if
we can talk about whatever you want.
People in the room have heard of the Harmony Montgomery case. I just want to touch on that because I know the world, a lot of people blamed her birth mom. Yes, her birth mom, did drugs, whatever, lost Harmony in the first place. But when it came to her mom losing her rights in court to Harmony and Harmony's brother, once that termination happens, she is no longer ever has the right to know a phone number where Harmony is, an address where Harmony is. So once that happens, her mom's not allowed to know that information unless the adoptive parents want her to know that. And in this case, it was the bio dad. Why he ever got her back, I have no idea. That was CPS's fault. But in a normal court case, when families are adopting, it's really up to the adoptive family if they want an open adoption with the bio family. So her mom should not be blamed because that her mom didn't have a right to know where Harmony was. And that's so she could not, report her as missing. She didn't have a right to know.
Yeah, and I think that
and that's what some people don't know. You don't have right.
Some people don't realize that once her rights were taken away, that she was not allowed to know anything. You know what I mean? Like, there was no like, she had no control over the fact that she can't talk to him. She just lost all custody. Now, Roddy and I have talked about this, and Roddy is a little bit more gentle and less harsh about the mom situation. Yeah. But I feel like this. Okay. If you are so upset, don't come out and be upset when your child is a victim of something when your motherfucking ass chose not to raise them. You feel me? Like, so that's what makes me frustrated. Like, for instance, those 2 little boys who went missing, Oren and Orson. You remember those two
Yep.
little boys? Okay.
Yes.
Well, the mother and her family are outside while the news camera is talking to the adoptive parents and shit. And they're like, I trusted my baby with you. Da, 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 da. No, bitch. The state took your baby. You didn't entrust your baby with anybody.
Right.
And let's go a step further with that and say, if your stupid ass and your family's stupid ass would have got their shit together, y'all would have y'all's babies. And guess what? They wouldn't be missing right now. You know? So, like, that is where Roddy tries to help me understand the other side of it. Because I'm very much like that. And Roddy's like, but, like, when we talk on the phone, she's like, but there are certain circumstances. And so she'll, like, explain it to me. Because I think a lot of people feel like I do, but a lot of people have not experienced adoption and fostering like Roddy has. You know what I mean? So it's like, that's why I like being able to talk to Roddy about stuff like this, because I am very fucking like harsh on the parents. And I don't know if it's because my growing up, I didn't have a bad life. Okay, per se, I didn't have a bad childhood. So I just want to make it abundantly clear. I had a great childhood. I had, you know, all the money in the world, all the things, all the vacations, all the everything. But the one thing that I felt was lacking in my young, like when I was real young, was the fact that like I had no real love around me is what I always felt like. Like I would always, it was like, here, get some money, go tell the driver where you want to go and go do it. Like it was never anybody interested in what the fuck I was doing. There were no like, you know, there was nobody around, you know what I mean? And so it was like me and then money and a driver, you know what I mean? And it was like, it sucked, you know what I mean? And so I just feel like, if I wish sometimes, I know that people might think I'm stupid, but I swear to God, I remember telling my biological father's mother, I was like, look, I wish I'd rather be raised in love than raised with a whole bunch of money. Because I would always come in from school and the house was a house. It was not a home. It was very cold. Everybody was either asleep or in a bad mood. You know, nobody was going to be nice. Every time I walked in the front door, I had to be like, hey, is she in a good mood or a bad mood? Talking to like the housekeeper and stuff, you know, I would have to do that. And so, I mean, it felt very much like, damn, fuck, I need to be adopted. Shit. I mean, you know what I mean? Because that's all I really fucking saw when I was real little, and it sucked. So I can see how, like, what, she outside? Hold on, y'all. My dog really, hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. My dog's having an emergency. Hold on. Sorry, y'all. Okay, sorry. My dog Callie has allergies, and sometimes she will start doing this sound. It's like, but she's doing it like through her nose, and it literally is the most terrifying thing. And her body stiffens up like a fucking seizure. And we've talked to the vet about it, and it's literally her allergies, and there is nothing we can do to prevent it. Nothing. And so, I mean, it freaks us out every single time, but yeah, it's fucked. It scares the shit out of me. And like just now, that's what was happening. That's why I had to stop and say, oh my God, wait, my dog. Because my dog was like my children too, you know? So anyways, sorry about that, y'all. But anyways, but Artist Trick, we're talking about, since you asked, since we had to have that weird fucking, you know, mishap. Okay, what we're what we're talking about is we're trying, it's like a precursor to what we want to do, and talking about private sector adoptions and public adoptions. I know that people may think that it's kind of like a quote unquote, for lack of a better word, boring subject or whatever. But to me, it's interesting because Roddy knows so much about it that it's like wild. Like, I mean, the shit that she knows. You know what I mean? I think it's interesting. I love it. Anyways,
Yeah.
so okay. Now, when you got what ages were
Mhm.
so in which order did you get the kids you have now? Like at the
The three that I adopted?
right. Which
Yes.
order?
So our youngest son was actually our first foster child ever.
Uh-huh.
And he came at 7 months old. So he's now 12.
Oh, so yeah, you've had him the whole time. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And then it would be our oldest son
Yeah.
came, and then our daughter came last. So
That's wild
but,
how it went
but we
like
had
that
like
instead of the
other kids.
opposite. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So through this whole time, your youngest son has seen people like kids come and
Yes.
go.
Oh
And
yeah.
so how does that affect him? Does he get upset? How does, you know what I mean? Like what happened?
No.
No, he's because he knows it's going to
Yeah,
be
he's
like
used
that.
to it. Yeah, they're all
Oh,
used to it. Yeah, they're used to it.
okay.
It's
See,
just
that's
it's just like friends to them, you know.
yeah, see, it's just so wild to me because I've never met anybody who fosters and adopts and does it like genuine. Like I've seen a lot of cases where people do it, okay, and a lot of people do it for money and for shit like that. And
Yeah.
with you, I know you, and so it's
Yeah.
like when I talk to you about it, and shit like rips your heart out, and you're trying to do the best you can for your child that needs things. So
Yeah.
to me, talking to you about it is different than
Mhm.
talking to somebody who doesn't really give a fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you really ride hard for these kids, and I don't know if the chat knows or whatever, but Roddy goes hard for her kids, man. She really does
Oh, yeah.
try to do every fucking thing she can for them. I mean, give them every fucking resource known to fucking man. I'm serious.
Yeah.
Like it's like crazy that she's so giving in that way and like loving in that way because I am so the opposite. Like that sounds terrible, but it's not. I'm just being honest with you. I think that's another reason why you and I have a different kind of friendship because we're very
Yeah.
much yin and yang. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So but we're able to like talk to each other in a way to where it's always I always feel like I'm like learning something when I talk to you about stuff like that, because it's really fucking interesting to me. Now, do y'all remember that case? This is the case that me and Roddy want to talk about. Y'all remember the two men that were married and they adopted the two little boys, and then they ended up we found out that they were
That's here in Georgia.
yeah, and they found out they were pimping them out and shit like that,
Absolutely disgusting.
and so we're trying to find out where if they went through a private adoption thing or if they did the state one to pass all the regulations and all the shit like Roddy had to go through.
Well, I know the kids are from the private.
So you just don't know which one.
Well, no, I know where they had where the kids are, where their kids came from. I just don't know where the parents got their license through.
So you mean like the two guys?
Mm-hmm, yeah, the two guys.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know where they are, but I do know where the kids are from.
Yeah,
and they are from a private agency here in Georgia.
Rebrand said, do we have any links to reference this case? Yeah, matter of fact, LB did it on her channel.
Yeah,
her Fatal Files. Yeah.
No, I don't know if it's on Fatal Files. Triple Threat, is it on Fatal Files or is it on LB? Triple Threat might know which one it's on. But I think Rebrand asked something about. Hold on a second. Let me go back up here. Well, something I do want to say though, like for people who may be thinking about fostering, one the money. Some people, just do it for the money. But let me tell you, the money is not that great. You get like $400 and some a month for an infant. That's for an infant.
Oh my god.
Sometimes you do get extra money depending on what their needs are. If they have special needs or extra needs, but the
Yeah.
base rate is
Right.
pretty much like $400 and some dollars, which, you know, that's not really going to cover much: food, diapers, wipes, formula,
Right.
because you don't get welfare, like you don't get food stamps, you don't get things like that. They
Right.
just pay you like the $400 and some dollars. So some
Yeah.
fosters parent, I mean, some take in like 10 kids. So yeah, I guess, you know, at that
Yeah.
rate, you're
Yeah.
getting, you know, 4,000, whatever.
Yeah. Hey, Rebrand, I just put
So
a link in the chat to
let me
be able
see.
for you. It's Annington to Life. I couldn't find L's real quick, so I just typed in, 2 boys, 2 dads, sex trafficking. Literally, that's what I
Yeah.
typed in, and the first person who popped up was Annie Elise to Life. So that's the link, and she does really dives deep into it.
And they are
Um,
from Georgia too. If you just
yeah,
like Google
yeah.
the case from Georgia. Rebrand, did you have another question about like the money or whatever? Or
Mhm.
someone had a question. I can't find it right now.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but I also, when you're fostering and say the kids can come up for adoption or the parents are going to be terminated,
Yeah.
you're not going to be the first one that is going to get to put in for the adoption either, because they're going to go to relatives first. So they're always going to look for a aunt and uncle, a grandparent, or something. And the grandparent, the aunt and uncle, they're still going to have to pass the same background check as a foster parent would have to.
Right. Right.
And
Right.
sometimes they can't. So if they don't
Yeah.
pass, then the foster parent would be asked to then adopt.
Right.
Now, with our oldest son, he came to us with, his parents were already terminated 2 years before we got him. So we knew he was already going to be for adoption. So we
Yeah.
knew he needed
Mhm.
to be adopted right away. But in the state of Minnesota, they have to be with you 6 months before you can put a petition in for adoption, and 1 year before the adoption can be finalized. So
Right.
he was with us 1 full year before we could have finalized his adoption.
Yeah. But okay. Do
But
you want to get into some of the traumas that you've had to deal with different children and what that looks like?
sure. Well, almost all almost all of them have PTSD. A lot of them have
Mhm.
RAD, which is RAD, which is the reactive attachment.
Right.
I mean, let me tell you, we have holes punched into our walls. We
Yeah.
have so many toys broken. We have, yeah,
Yeah.
it's the destruction, the, just like, some of them have to be like held, like you forcibly like have to like hold them just because they're a danger to themselves or others. And like our older son, he's too big now to be like held, like I can't do it anymore. But when he was younger, we had to, because he would bang his head on the wall and, you know, try to put his head through the wall. You know, we've had fosters come in that are cutters,
Yeah.
and that is really tough because you have to keep your knives locked up, like actually locked up in like a closet with a padlock. You have to
Yeah.
keep
Yeah. Yeah.
all
You have to.
medication locked in a safe.
Right.
Um,
Right.
so it's
Yeah.
it's hard, it's draining, but it's
Yeah.
rewarding at the same time. Like I would not be able to be a mother without these birth moms, you know,
Yeah. Yeah. And
having
to
these children.
mm,
Now our daughter, her birth mom actually passed away when she was 2.
mm,
Yeah, she was 2 when her birth mom passed away. Our oldest son, his birth mom just is not a good person. And
uh,
then our youngest son, we still see his birth mom. We do have an open adoption with her.
right.
She visits. We talk on the phone with her almost daily now. But
Right.
it's taken us 11 years to get that relationship.
Oh
She is
wow.
finally sober. It's taken her, let's see, she's only been sober now 3 years maybe. And only in the last year and a half we have allowed her unsupervised visitation with him. Everything
Yeah.
else supervised visitation. So it took a long time for her to gain our trust to have him unsupervised because
Right. Right.
it
Right.
was not safe for him
Right.
any other
Right.
time. And
And
now
so,
he has a baby brother now, and he's
yeah.
very excited about that. And
Right. Well, what does that feel like to? Okay, I'm just out of curiosity, and I'm pretty sure other people feel this way too. But how does it feel? Okay, when you have um like okay, you have a deep connection with this child. This child's yours, but you're still maintaining the relationship with the birth family and stuff like that.
yeah,
And when you have to be in the same room and have the same interactions with these people, do you
mhm.
ever feel any hostility? Do you feel like comfortable? Do you feel, you
It's
know what I mean?
hard.
Like, what is it like? You know?
Yeah, it's hard because yeah, we've had birth families call CPS on us, claiming that we're brainwashing their children, that we are doing all sorts of different things
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
um to them. Yeah, so it's pretty mandatory that you get to know the birth families because you're supposed to be creating connections with them because the goal is to reunite the child. So
Right, right, right.
you're supposed to have a good relationship, but
Well, see,
it's
yeah,
very hard with some of them. And let me tell you, some of them, well, my youngest son, his mom at first, she threatened to come kidnap him. She threatened to told us to watch our back
what
and
the
stuff.
fuck?
Yeah, but she was on drugs and stuff.
Wow.
So,
So what
but
is that? What is that relationship like today?
oh, we have a great relationship today.
Oh, that's
But
amazing.
but like I said, it took a. He's now 12, so it took
Yeah.
a long time.
Yeah, and see me, the type of
So
person I am, girl, I would have been caught a case or something. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like, no, bitch, you ain't gonna come in here and talk to me in type of way. No, you know what I mean? Like
Oh
that.
no, yeah. Oh no, we took her visitations away. We've taken her phone calls away before because of her
Yeah,
behavior, her drug use and stuff. And
yeah,
when we've had supervised visitation for her, we're like, you have to be here at this time or you
right,
don't get your visit.
right.
And she would call us like 3 hours later and be like, well, I overslept. That's not my problem. We told you to be
Yeah,
here at this
no,
time.
yeah,
Sorry.
yeah.
And
And
she'd be
yeah,
mad.
one thing that y'all don't know about
But
Roddy that I know, okay, she is very. She it's not that she's strict, okay. It's that she is very much. You are going to, follow rules. You're going to walk the fucking tightrope, like I said. You know what I mean? And to
yeah,
where I like will end up giving in to my kids. You know what I mean? Roddy ain't having it.
no.
She's like, nope, nope, nope. None of them have. No, nobody has phones.
Oh
Nope, nope.
god no.
Yeah. So Roddy, she literally like listening to Roddy and how she raises her kids. Sometimes I literally be thinking, damn, I
Well, they
know.
gotta earn that. I mean,
Yeah, 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 yeah. And I know that you have children who do have
yeah.
issues and stuff like that, to
Yeah.
where they can't earn it because of their issues, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Quit acting a fool, and maybe you'd have a phone by now.
Hmm.
For one of them, one of
Right.
them, he'll never. That boy gonna be 18 before he ever gets a phone. Telling you.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
But
Right.
yeah, it's hard. Like it's hard with some of the birth families, like to be threatened and stuff. And what's really weird is so the kids have their own social workers, and then the
Yeah.
foster parents have their own social workers. So we're licensed through wherever, a private agency or the county agency, it doesn't matter. You have your own
Right.
social workers. And
Right.
sometimes those two social workers are not working together. So it's
So that makes it like
very hard.
12,000 times harder. Yeah.
Yep.
Like
So my oldest son was left in a foster home that was abusing him because that foster mom's social worker investigated it, and she found everything unfounded because
Well,
she was through a private agency.
yeah, because they don't want to hurt their their bottom
Yeah,
line. You know what
exactly.
I'm
Because
saying?
she paid $35,000
Yeah.
to have her
Yeah.
home study done. Well, the state agency had our son. That's who his social worker. And it's like, okay, can you two work together? You just left him there and he got more abused where he was already abused in the birth home.
Right. Hey, Rebrand asked a question, and she
Oh, what'd
said,
she say?
"Do you utilize wraparound services?"
Is that like respite? Is that
I
what you
don't know. I
mean?
mean, I'm sure she'll hear you, but it takes them like 30 seconds to hear us after. You know what I mean? So
Oh,
they're on a delay. That's why right when we
oh,
speak and
sorry.
nobody says anything, yeah,
Rebrand, is that like respite? Are you asking like if they can go somewhere like on the weekend or anything?
yeah. I thought wraparound services was like a whole different thing.
Oh,
Like
I
I thought,
don't know what wraparound service is. We used to do, we've never sent our kids to respite because I don't trust anyone else with my kids but family.
yeah, I know you're very like that.
So
Yeah, yeah.
my parents, my sister are the only ones that have ever watched our kids.
Yeah.
And that's only they've only watched them one weekend because we flew to Georgia to come find our new house.
Yeah.
And then other than that, only like an hour or two at a time.
Yeah.
But we have been respite parents ourselves, so we have had fosters come to us and be respite.
Right.
And we've done respite here that way for other foster children.
Right. Okay. So Rebrand said,
lots.
she said it can, but it includes in-home therapist, outside therapist, camps, stuff. And then she put Big Brother type support. But it's Roddy. Actually, it's funny you say that. Tell them, Roddy, what they just did. Tell them.
Yeah. So our oldest son, he has many issues.
Yeah.
So he is just gonna be put into a mentor program like Big Brothers.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna be having family therapy inside our house.
Yeah.
3 days a week. Plus he has to go to his anger management class, his regular therapist, and he has to go to cognitive therapy, and he has to go to school. How we're going to manage this all in 1 week, I have no idea. But
girl,
we're going to do it.
Eventually you'll get a schedule, but that's a lot. Shoot. But Roddy's been asking for in-home therapy for a very long time. So she's glad about it.
In 2 different states, we have asked for this help. And finally now we're getting it.
Read her the diagnosis. Okay. It says, Roddy, my oldest son was IED, ODD, and then CD. I dealt with fire setting in the house. It was hell. I set up cameras. It was a nightmare for quite a while. I have an idea of what you've been through. So yeah, her oldest son has, I don't know what IED, ODD.
Oh, I know what ODD. My kids have ODD also. That's oppositional defiant disorder. They do the opposite of what you tell them to do. So if you tell them to like pick up the crayon off the floor, they either won't do it or they'll throw it across the room or kick it across the room. Different things like that.
Well, see, like, can you help me understand that there are situations where kids are not just being stubborn. You know what I mean? There is an actual diagnosis for stuff. You know what I mean? Like, now, not just your kid being bratty. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about, like, more serious, like, this is not, yeah. So I think that people might get that confused because they'll think that, like, well, I don't know. I guess I just thought people might get confused.
And my youngest son has fetal alcohol syndrome. From birth. So he has other disabilities. So he's 12.
Right.
But chronologically he's 12, but he acts more like a 6-year-old.
Yeah, when I hear him talk and stuff like that, and the
Mhm.
way that he like engages or whatever, when I can just hear him talking, I
Yeah.
would think he's probably around 7,
Yeah.
6 or 7 years old. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I would think. Yeah. Rebrand said the I one is intermittent explosive disorder.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Oh,
Yep.
okay, okay, okay.
Both of my boys have DMDD, which is disruptive mood disorder. Which
Do
is
I think okay? Do we think that the IBLP is abusive towards children? Is that a rhetorical question?
probably.
Is that a rhetorical question? Hell yeah, I think they're fucking horrible to their kids. Look at the
Yeah.
fucking Duggars. They literally made their 2 daughters, who were the victim of fucking incest, okay?
Exactly.
Incest. Get on live TV and
Hmm.
say, it wasn't the big deal. Yes, I think they're problematic.
And I don't know
Girl.
what the hell that blanket training is.
Yeah,
But
that
that just
blanket training is bullshit. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like, nope, nope,
Yeah.
nope.
How could you
Uh-uh.
hit a baby from crawling
I
off the
don't know.
blanket?
I
That
don't
is
get
just
it.
wrong.
It's terrible. It's terrible. I don't know. My son has ADHD and
DM,
DMDD.
yeah. Yes.
Yeah,
Triple threat, yes. Mine too.
yeah, yeah. Oh, she was referring to the blanket training. No, I do not agree with that.
I don't know.
Because
Just
I
wrong.
think, yeah, I think that that is creating fear,
Hmm.
not creating boundaries. You know what I mean? That's not creating boundaries. That is creating fear. I
Yep.
will be hit if I do not comply. You know what I mean? That's not, to me, that's just not, no. Nope. Now I know that our generation, we, a lot of people grew up with, like, what they would consider corporal punishment. You know what I mean, like spankings and shit like that. Um, but I personally, okay, I know the troll is gonna love this. I personally think there are boundaries that you can cross, and you will get your ass whipped. And I don't mean
Mhm.
beat. I mean like pop you in the ass. You know what I mean? Like not beat the fuck out of you. No, I'm not talking like that. And anybody who wants to fucking twist my words, go on ahead and do it. Because I'm just keeping it 100. Bitch, you're lying if you say you ain't ever fucking got upset with your child. Okay, I would never harm my kid. But when I have, they know. But now that they've gotten to the age where, and I'm talking about, they were young. We're talking when they're first learning, 4, 5, 6. You know what I mean? It was like, nope, that or timeout. Timeout was like a big, huge one we did
Oh
constantly.
heck, that don't work for the kids that I have.
Yeah,
Timeout don't work.
what we would do is
Nope.
we put them in timeout, get them out, and explain to them what it did. But the thing is that luckily for us, I mean, this is just luckily for us. We we have now a 15-year-old, about to be 13-year-old, and then we have a 9-year-old. Okay, and they don't do anything that would warrant that type of, you know what I mean. They don't give us that much pushback. If we say do something, they'll do it. Now they can look at me, and they know when mom gets quiet because I'm a loud talking motherfucker, even when I'm not online. Roddy will tell you, a bitch talks constantly. Okay, well,
She
once
does.
once mommy gets quiet, they know they have fucked up. Okay, because I don't get quiet. I goof around with my kids. I joke with them all the time. We play all the time, like all the time. We be talking to Roddy playing too. I mean, so I mean all the time. But my kids know, don't cross that boundary. I'm telling you, because mom will go all the way left on you. And Roddy's the same way. She won't be.
Hmm.
She's not going to be mean or whatever. But you start showing your ass, and there's going to be consequences. And not. No, I'm not talking about spanking. I mean like
Nope.
getting shit taken away, like your Xbox. Stuff
Nope.
that they really care about. You know what I mean? And so yeah. I don't know. I just think that sometimes these days there are times where, to me, um, people are being a little bit too lenient on their kids nowadays. Like this whole woke generation that I always love to say that they're like sound asleep. Really, they're very much against like rules of any kind when it has to do with kids or
Exactly.
whatever. And in my experience, I find that rules, kids literally have to have rules. Like they
Hmm.
need them. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's just a weird place to live in all the time. You know what I mean? Okay, now here we go. Here we go. Oh my God, Vanessa was blanket trained, baby. I am so sorry you went
Yeah,
through that.
exactly.
Wow. Oh my God. Okay, so Rebrand said I had wooden spoons, ping pong paddles, and hairbrushes over my back and oh wow, 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 wow. Oh God. Or rather blanket trained. If I was to grab something, they would say no, and I would get smacked on the head. Oh my God. She okay. I've gotten Vanessa's feelings. Hold on. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. There's a difference between woke. I mean the people who are doing this shit called free range parenting. Have you ever heard of that? Where they just let their kid go and do whatever the fuck they want, and there is no rules at all. You know what I mean?
Those parents drive me crazy.
Yeah, I don't understand that. To me, that is dangerous as fuck. That is dangerous to me. You know what I mean? Like no, 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 no.
Yep.
Okay, this is Rebrand. My oldest son's behavior worsened when I separated from my abusive ex, and he encouraged and reinforced the behaviors. Wow, 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 wow. Artist Creek says I can count on one hand how many times I spanked my three boys, and they remember it too. Thank you. Same, same. Because I was never about. I don't like that. I don't like to have. Okay, to see my kid cry bothers the fuck out of me. Like oh my God, I can't do it. I hate it. Okay, I hate it. Okay, so having to spank them, so so to speak, I have only popped two of my children one time each. And that was Alexis and Blake. And that wasn't like even a pop, really. It was more like I had their arm, popped their butt barely, and set them in a chair and time out. You know what I mean? Because I'm so like, I can't deal with my kids crying. It really bothers me. Like, it triggers the fuck out of me. So, like, their dad has always been the one who does like the punishing because I just cannot do. I can't. I mean, I know that may seem bad of me as a mom that I just can't discipline my kid, but I just can't do that. I can't. I cannot uh, sit there and watch my kid cry like that. And it does something to me. I don't know why it's a trigger for me, but I can't stand it. I don't know. Okay, Nessa says I'm Mexican. Free ranged is for the chickens in the backyard. Vanessa's too silly. Okay, artist group. I was always a, it was always a safety issue. Running in the road, playing with the lighter. Yeah, less than 5. Yeah. So yeah, well that's warranted, don't you think, Roddy?
Playing with a lighter.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I would see them getting their ass whipped for that shit. Yes, absolutely. Because that shit can burn something. Oh, okay. Let's talk about that real quick. I don't know if I've told my channel this, but I know I've told Roddy this. I'm sure she'll remember. Okay. One day we had this big, huge box that something came in, right? Well, it was a box that we get. My son has severe eczema, so he has to take these shots, the EpiPen shots. He has to take one every other week. Okay. Well, anyways, they come in these boxes. Okay, like these huge boxes. Well, we had the box on our back deck one day, and all of a sudden, Jaden, my youngest son, runs in this room, runs my bedroom, and he's like, "Mommy, mommy, our deck is on fire." And I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "The outside back deck is on fire." And I'm like, "Oh my fucking God." So I get up and I run over there, and this boy set that box on fire on my deck, and he had put it out. The problem was he didn't know that there were little coals smoldering with the wood, the deck that's wood. And so what happened is the smoke was still like billowing out constantly, but he couldn't see any flames, so he didn't know what to do. And so he went and then I noticed it was all wet because he had went and got water bottles and tried to pour it out. But then now, if you go look at my back deck, you can still see where he burnt it. I mean, it was bad, y'all. He didn't get a spanking, but he got his motherfucking Xbox taken. I know that. Shit, I was so because it scared me. Like, what if he would not have gone back outside because it was later at night, and what if he wouldn't have gone back outside? You know what I mean? Like what would have happened? You know what I mean? Like our shit would have caught on fire for real. You know what I mean? So yeah, you can't do that shit. My grandson's mother is something else. She has destroyed my grandson's relationship with his father and my son. Screams all the time at my grandson. Grandson is an angel with me and wants to stay with me. That makes me so sad. I wish they could stay with you. There's kids, y'all, that are around my children, and I really wish I could save them too. Honestly, I really do because there's one kid and he's my son's best friend, and we try to do everything we can for him, like really, like even family, like on vacation, just that we take him and everything, because he's just he's lost. He would have no one, and this is a kid who just started ninth grade. You know what I mean? Like he's a kid, dude, and he doesn't have anybody around who really supports him, or like buy him new shoes, buy him new clothes. So we do that. And it breaks my heart because fuck that. I want him to stay with me. You know what I mean? Because I would take care of him. You know. And then my daughter, she has a friend, and this little girl, and my daughter, Roddy knows about it, but my daughter is not allowed to hang out with this girl like by herself anymore because this little girl is 12 and she's a full blown fucking alcoholic, like for real, because of her home life is so fucked up. And she's come to my house and cried and and she's like, wants to stay with me, and she wouldn't do that shit if she was up with me, because she does that shit around her parents because she's doing something to numb out. She doesn't want to be there. You know what I mean? So it makes me just so fucking sad to see things like that, because all kids deserve a fighting chance in life. You know what I mean? Like, and I think that's where people like Roddy come in and like save the day. Honestly, because think about it. It's like unsung heroes if you think about it, because these kids would be left in group homes and all kinds of shit if there were not people out there like Roddy. Which is another reason why when people were calling her rotten mom, that shit pissed me the fuck off. Because nobody knows how much Roddy does for children. Okay? Like a lot. She goes through a lot. Okay? And even though she goes through a lot, she still makes sure they stay with her. She ain't one of those people who are like, oh, nope, tired dealing with this. You can take them back. That's not how she is. She literally rides with them until the wheels fall off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she does everything she can for them. And so, yeah, Roddy it takes a special kind of person to do that, man. I'm serious, because I wouldn't be able to do it. And so that's one thing I do admire about you, Roddy, that you can do stuff like that. I think it's amazing. I really do. My 3-year-old granddaughter is my bestie. Shut up.
She is.
I know. I smacked my niece's hand one time because she was about to touch the hot stove. Seeing her little face get red and cry, and I cried. I know. I know that, and that sucks so bad when that happens. I know it does. It sucks. It's so bad when that happens. But they have to learn, because if she would have touched it, she would have been crying for a lot longer. You know what I mean? So, um, Blake was, when he was real little, he accidentally, he was making hot chocolate, okay, and he didn't realize the mug was going to be so hot when he grabbed it, and it burnt his little fingers or whatever, and oh my god, it was bad. But my husband, when he was like 4, they were living in London because his parents or his dad's military, and he was in like one of those fleece onesies or whatever you wear, when you're little. And he was getting a cup of hot chocolate too. That's crazy, I know. And it spilt on him, on his arm, because of the way that he grabbed the cup. And on James's arm, my husband, to this day, he has 3 huge scars that, I mean, you can't tell unless you like really look, but 3 huge scars where literally it burnt. It was so hot it burnt his skin together, because he grabbed his arm and he bent it back like towards his shoulder, and his skin literally stuck to it. It was, oh my god, It's wow. Anyway, okay, my kids would have had. Yep, I'm telling you. Okay. Yeah, I know. Ronnie, did you read that?
What?
Rerun said, "Oh, I had to use my EpiPen Labor Day weekend. Bad asthma attack. Nearly hit my I fallen and can't get up button because I couldn't breathe. It scared me. I hate being scared. I know, but I remember that commercial. I'm falling and I
And
can't
I
get
can't
up.
get up. I remember
Yeah, I
that.
remember that. I remember that so well.
I remember the Hooked on Phonics too.
I know. And when I told my kids about it, they were like, I don't see what's so, because I was showing them that because I thought it was so funny. Look, I literally was at my house, y'all. I swear to God. And I was like, Blake, what, my oldest son, okay? And he's like, I can't explain Blake to y'all, okay? He's very, I don't know. He's just different, okay? Like, he's very, like, mature beyond his age, like, even
Yes.
beyond my age, okay?
Yes.
So, yeah. And
Yes.
so, anyways, oh my God, I forgot what I was talking about. What was I talking about?
Your son.
I know.
Wait.
What
I don't know.
Fuck.
I have the same brain as you, remember?
Oh my God, what the fuck, dude?
We make a great pair, you guys.
I know. Hooked on Phonics. Okay, so look. Yeah, look. So I brought my son, right, on, and I showed him a part of my stream where I said, apparently Hooked on Phonics did not work for you. And I don't know where the reason I even said that. Like, it just randomly came to me.
You were talking to Tira.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, well anyway, I showed my son that, right? Because I thought it was funny. And I was like, no, you gotta watch it. It's so funny. And so I showed it to him, and he looked at me and he literally looked at me, and he was like side to side, and he was like, what does that mean? And I was like, oh my God, I forgot. He goes, Mother, we are not back in the dinosaur era. We are now into the future. And I do not know what Hooked on Phonics is. And I was like, you know what? How about that? But I didn't say that, obviously. But I mean, yeah, if y'all look, Blake is funny because he's not trying to be funny. He's just Blake. I cannot explain it. It's just, he's a rare breed, boy. Anyways, okay, let's see. Oh, Hershey said, I know, my at 12. My niece is about to turn 12. I know, right? Yes, I do. Coley folks, yes. Coley cooks 5 different meals for dinner. My house, you eat what's for dinner, or you better know how to make a sandwich or bowl of cereal, right? Yeah. Thinking about, I know. Yeah, well, I know. I knew when you said guess who got arrested, I knew it was going to be you because I can imagine. You know what I mean? I really could. It's okay, baby. Yeah, I've heard about ABC Mouse. I've heard about ABC Mouse. I have. Maybe then I should start saying that. But then it doesn't sound right because, like, maybe ABC Mouse did not work for you. You know, it doesn't roll off the tongue the same way, you know? But then again.
No, Tira knows what Hooked on Phonics is.
Yeah.
She's old enough to know.
Yeah, I know, right? It damn sure didn't work for her, though.
No.
Anyway, no. It does go get those that are connected directly to our level, in fact. Oh, cool. What is this? No, he did, and he's gone. Oh, wow. What? ABC Mouse is owned by a fucking Scientologist? Nessa, can I ask you a question? How the hell do you know all these weird random things all the time? I mean, that's so wild. She's saying to stop watching shit about cults because you always be knowing some shit that nobody else would know. It's weird, but a loving weird. You know what I mean? Like not a weird, bad weird, like a good weird. Um, let me come on. I will explain. Wait, what is it again? What do you mean? What let you come on? Like, what do you mean? Up on panel? What? I'm so now confused. So, okay, Roddy, we're
What?
gonna have a guest real quick.
Oh, okay.
Okay, don't leave me, bitch.
No, I'm here.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out how to close my TikTok out on my phone because it keeps sending me alerts. I don't know how to log out of TikTok. Somebody help!
Yeah, no. Maybe go to the three little dots in the right corner. I don't know.
There's
I don't
no
know.
three little dots in the right corner on the
Okay.
TikTok. Yeah.
All right, triple threat. We'll see you in a minute, babe. You know what I noticed? Triple threat be getting a lot of phone calls, don't she?
It's her man. It's Triple Threat's man calling her. It's her
I
honey.
did. It's right there. There's the link. And Artist Creek. Drop her a link. I did. Here, I'll redo it again.
Yeah, it's right there.
Oh, there she is. There she is.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Vanessa.
What's
Hello.
good, boo?
Hello.
So tell us your story. I want to hear.
Okay, let me mute that. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, how is it that I know so much random things?
You do. You always seem to know wild shit.
Yeah, I do.
Like facts that I would never know.
Okay. So, the reason I know random things is because when I was younger, I hated school. So I would never like learn anything. And I was like, ugh, I hate school. I don't want to do my homework. I don't want to do anything. But then after I graduated, I was like, maybe I should have paid more attention in school. So I just started researching things on my own. No, I just started researching things on my own.
Well, I mean, hey.
And
that's hilarious.
Then I knew useless facts in high school, and we played this trivia game once. And I remember this one class, and I never like did my homework or participated. I was one of those people. Yeah. And then finally, like, they were just asking a million questions, like, in this game, and I was just answering them one right after the other. And they're like, okay, the girl that never says anything in class answering questions, but here you are answering these questions. I was like, yep, that's me. So I know a bunch of useless knowledge.
Well, it's not useless. I think it's awesome. It's just you always happen to know stuff like that. That's why I'm glad that you.
I thought maybe you grew up in a cult. Actually,
no,
because you know all this cult information. I was like, damn.
No, there's a whole side of YouTube that is totally and completely dedicated to Scientology, and it's called SPTV, which is Suppressive Person TV, and it's Leah Remini, Mike Rinder, Aaron, and then like a few other people. And these are people who were in Scientology and left Scientology, and obviously Leah Remini, everybody knows who she is.
Oh, I know her.
Yeah. She like had this whole show on, and it's crazy because a lot of people who are actually in Scientology, you would never think that they were. Like,
yeah, you're right. That is weird. Like, you remember when everybody in Hollywood started wearing those red little bracelet things?
Yeah, for Kabbalah
or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to that?
So there was a time when Hollywood started getting spiritual, and I put that in quotes.
Yeah.
Because Madonna like had this whole trend setting thing.
That's the first person I thought of when I thought about it. Madonna.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then I think Ashton Kutcher and Demi Moore got into that. And I think Sting. Yeah, I know. Yeah, see, useless knowledge. How I know this stuff is just like, it just stays. But yeah, so they got into that, and then in the I want to say the 70s the 70s, when people were trying to find themselves with like religions and stuff. Oh, the newest speculation is Ashton and Mila are closet Scientologists. Yes, that is very, very true.
That is crazy.
They are.
What would make, like, okay, here's my thing. What the fuck is the appeal?
The appeal is, okay, so the appeal is you go into these, like they suck you in.
Yeah.
With these classes. These classes, like, are simple and like make sense to us, like, oh, how to do better at work, oh, how to have better relationships,
Right.
and then it just keeps pulling you in, and it doesn't give you the weird shit at first,
right,
at all.
Right.
And then what happens is you pay so much money, like people go into debt for this, and like just normal people go into debt, and then they're like, oh, well, we want to be a part of it, how do we do this? And then they'll end up signing it. They'll be like civilian ones, and an alien yes, it's an alien based quote unquote religion. It's not
Hey,
a religion.
Wait a minute.
Y'all,
I'm ready to laugh because your girl, in fact, over here believes in aliens. I don't think I think that that's a thing. I think there are aliens, people.
Yeah.
Now, do I think every fucking sighting of a UFO is an alien? Absolutely not.
Colin, we know you made us watch the alien video.
Yeah, I
okay?
know.
We all
It
know.
scared me. I had nightmares.
Yeah, I'm serious. Y'all, you don't understand. I am deep off into it. I don't know if you've ever heard of Gaia before, but I pay a yearly membership. It's like an automatic thing I pay. It's like $100 for every year. And it lets you, they talk to like all these high ranking officials that basically are like whistleblowers, and they show their backgrounds and how much they know and all this shit. And then they get on fucking camera and they legit talk about fucking aliens and shit and the encounters they've had and all. It's fucking insane to me. Like, wow, it's crazy. It's crazy. I know it sounds crazy, but I'm serious, y'all. It's a thing. It's a thing. I'm serious. So what do y'all think? Y'all believe in aliens? Who believes in aliens?
Well, I do, but
yeah.
So it's this Artist Creek right here. She said,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but a cult started by a science fiction writer is not legit. Okay. So no, first of all, it is not legit. But I could tell you one thing. He wrote that book, Dianetics, and what he was trying to do with that book, he was trying to sell it to the medical people.
Oh,
like,
really?
Yeah, he was trying to sell it. Like, he's like, oh, this is we could use this as medical instead of like what you guys are doing with all your crazy drugs you're giving people.
See, I've watched a couple episodes of that Leah Remini, the Scientology thing, but to me it was okay. After you hear one story and about like how they had to do all these audits and all this other shit, I really did not understand.
You're like, nope, not for me.
Yeah, I didn't understand it, so I didn't really look into it. But they remind me very much of y'all. Remember those people who do that mass suicide where they all dressed the same and they were in California or somewhere, that. And it's like the Hellbot comment or some shit. There's what's going on. Yes. Anyway, that is what they remind me of. They don't. They don't. I mean, do y'all see what I'm saying? They seem like very similar to that. Like they're very out there, but almost like the A-list version of it. You know what I mean? Like it's weird. It's kind of like if Scientology was the real thing, and then the alien bot people, they're like the Wish version. You know what I mean? Like the Wish app version of Scientology. You know what I mean? Like that's what it feels like. It feels like they're very much that. So
and Scientology is like the Louis Vuitton of the cult world.
You see what I'm saying? And like, that's what it reminds me of. It's like,
because
that's
how they have a lot of money. A lot of money.
Oh,
they have like billions of dollars because they're tax exempt, and the way they became tax exempt was because they harass the people at the IRS. And I'm not just talking about they harass like the IRS, they harass individual people at the
Yeah.
IRS.
Oh
And
my
they
God.
yeah, because they have this thing called, what is it called? What is it called? I don't remember, but it's this thing where you like go after people.
Yeah.
So
That's insane, dude, to me. I
yeah.
mean, just the thought of like, okay, the thought of giving this fucking organization all my motherfucking money just
Yeah.
so they can sit me in a room all day and tell me how motherfucking horrible I was in my past lives that I can't remember.
Yeah.
No, I'm telling you, you got to be a little fruity up there. You got to be like, the navy blue of the crayon box is what it feels like to fall into that. But then you see all these fucking people, celebrities and shit, who join it, and you're like, wait, all these people can't be this dumb. You know what I mean? So there's got to be some other reason. You know what I mean? Like, than just that part of it. Because can y'all imagine Tom Cruise's ass in a fucking room doing an audit? Absolutely not.
He does.
You
He
think
does.
so?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
has
he's
to.
part of
Oh my
Scientology.
God,
You
y'all,
have to.
I don't ever watch that kind of shit. That's crazy.
You have to.
He literally does that?
Yes,
Yeah.
he does. He does the audit. He actually audits people too.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah.
I don't get that. I don't get that. I do not understand. I don't understand. I don't understand. Especially
Yeah.
because I'm an adult now, and I'm like, ain't no other fucking adult on planet Earth gonna make me sit in a fucking room for however long and tell me how horrible I was about some shit I don't even fucking remember, nor do I even know happened.
No,
You know what I mean? Like,
they want you to like, so an audit, like they'll yes, they will make you feel like, oh my God, I'm the worst person. I did all this. But it's not just one time that you do that. It's a bunch of times. Like a lot. Through
yeah,
like your whole
yeah,
thing. And every time you do an audit, you have to pay for it.
yeah. Yeah, that's crazy to me. That's fucking crazy. Oh, and then this right here. Okay, Wheaton guy, Ant 97. Okay, he was talking about wait, where is it? He said somebody said something about it, and I wanted to say it. Hold on, David.
He's second in charge of the
The Fed. No, okay, right here.
Oh.
The Feds are the one who caused. Yeah, okay. Artist Creek said. Okay, I agree. Y'all, okay. Have y'all seen? Okay, do y'all know like details and all about the David Koresh, the Branch Davidians, and all that shit? Have y'all watched that stuff?
The
Yeah.
Waco stuff?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Waco stuff. Okay, so
Yeah.
y'all know all about that, right?
Yep.
Yeah, my dad
Genuinely-
lived like
Look,
my dad lives half an hour from there.
yeah, to me, I genuinely do not think that should have ever like. I don't think that the government should have ever been able to do what they did. That's not. You should still okay. Even if we don't fucking agree with the person and the way they live their life, you cannot run up in their homes like that. I understand they had weapons and all that type of shit, but I just feel like they really fucking went too. They did too much. You know what I mean? Like it's too. I don't know. I just feel like the way they handled that situation literally made me feel bad for the goddamn cult members. You know what I'm saying? Like it was that they really dropped the ball on that one. I mean, they killed all kind of innocent people and it did not have to go down like that. So I just feel like I don't know. Did y'all watch the
Did they
like-
kill the innocent people? Did the feds kill them or did they kill themselves?
Well, that's true. That's true. You got a point. You have a
Yeah.
point. You have a point. I mean,
Because
it's definitely possible. and
if
also
they-
not just that, them
they
choosing
drank the
to stay
Kool-Aid.
there. Yeah, them choosing to stay there is a choice. You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, I guess you're right. You're right about that. That's a good way to put it. So yeah, well, you're right. I guess that is. I mean, just willfully staying in a place where it's coming crashing down. I mean, that's on you. Yeah, you're right.
Because they could have been like, you know what? I don't want to deal with this. I just want to go back to a normal life again. So I'm out. Like,
yeah. I think
Save
mainly
me.
I feel bad for the kids because the kids, and then only some of the moms, and the only reason I say that is because some of them were so brainwashed and just were so scared that they weren't going to have their kids. Because if you watch the documentary about it, it shows how the feds would promise them once they gave themselves up that they would be reunited with their kids. Well, instead of doing that, they arrested them. So it made the other mothers want to stay there with their kids because in fear of, if we walk out of here, they're taking my kid and I'm going to jail. You see what I mean? So it made them, to me, it seemed like it made them feel like they had no other option but to die. You know what I mean? And to me, that's not right. If you're going to tell somebody that they're going to come out and nothing's going to happen, you're going to be reunited with your kid, all that shit, then that's what should happen. You should be like, I know that they're doing it because they just need them to come out or whatever, but I just feel like when you're lying to people and it's being blasted all over the media and all that type of shit, you're pushing people who are already mentally unwell. Because if they're following a motherfucker all the way to a compound, they clearly are very easily manipulated. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, why did the cops do that when they knew they're dealing with people who, don't have all the, the pieces in their mind to be a full brain, I guess. I don't know. But you know what I mean? So I don't know. I just feel like they could have handled it a lot different and it sucks. You know what I mean? Because these people, I truly think that some of these people really believed that shit. It wasn't like they were just like, we're just going to die for a cause. Like they genuinely believed what they felt. You know what I mean?
Like what was the cause? There's no cause for them to die for.
I agree. I agree with you 100%.
Like they're not going into war.
Yeah.
So that and if they're not protecting our country, that's not a cause worth going. I'm sorry, but that's not a cause worth dying for.
Yeah.
Not at all. It's like it reminds me of when they did the raid at the FLDS ranch too, when they took all the kids away. Because I guess somebody called and said that they were, but those people do underage marriages. So
I know, that was bad.
So they have every right to go.
That's fucking disgusting. I agree. No, I just meant like because there were children there, I feel like they should have. Think about it. If we can send shit to Mars, we can think of a fucking way to negotiate some children out of a fucking building. I just feel like there has to be a way, an element of surprise that they could have used other than that. And I'm still confused on who started the fire. Did they start the fire?
They did.
They started the fire?
Yeah.
Okay. Why are you taking my treat bag? No, ma'am. Come bring it back. My dog, Lily, she just came and got her treat bag, like a dog treat bag, and literally took it over there. Like, bring me that back. Little shithead.
I really hope the Scientologists don't.
I just fed her.
That's all I have to say.
But yeah, no, I think that no, I'm glad that you know certain stuff like that, Vanessa. Yeah, I promise you, I'd never know if you didn't tell me.
I do. I know a lot of that stuff.
I appreciate it. Fuck, I appreciate that you know shit like that.
Yeah.
Really well, so tomorrow, y'all, what do we want to talk about tomorrow?
We want to play a game.
We want to play a game. Okay, we're gonna.
Oh God.
We want to play. Would you rather?
Who came up? Did Rebrand come up with that?
No.
You?
Rebrand said something else, and I said, "Let's play the game. Would you rather?"
Yeah.
I guess what I'll do tonight is
I got the board game right here at home. It's right here in my.
Well, how the hell we gonna play it if you got it at your house?
What?
How are we gonna play it if you have it at your house?
I can read the questions.
Oh, okay. Well, fuck. Shit, my man. You're right. Sometimes I ain't the brightest bitch in the world. Okay. Anyway, so y'all. Okay, we'll play games, and what else do we want to do? Just to make sure, and in case everybody gets bored, let's have backup plan. You always got to have plan B.
Not talk about Scientology. I don't want those people coming after me. They'll ruin my life. They will ruin my life.
Oh, they're watching it right now.
I know they are.
We're gonna find out who this Vanessa is.
I'm just a normal person.
Okay, so we can do that, and then I know. There's a couple videos that y'all would like to. I promise that you would want me to react to. I got you. Okay. So, anyways,
So hopefully
I
they're
love
not
y'all.
alien ones.
What? Rebrand's coming up. Rebrand coming up. What
Uh-oh.
up, Lou?
There she is.
Hello.
I'm just telling y'all one thing. Hold on. Oh, hold on a second here. I gotta shut something else down.
See, now she's learning. When
Is
you
she
get on
sharing some
camera, that
Microsoft
shit is not
powers?
as easy as she thought, huh, Rebrand?
My hair's a lot
I love
longer
you, though.
now.
I love you, Rebrand. Okay.
If you don't have Mike
look
and
how
Ike, you
cute
don't love
her
me.
cat is. Y'all,
Oh,
look at Rebrand's cat.
Are you sharing Mike and Ike's?
I'm not Macaulay. She's got to get her own.
Oh, okay.
That's not
that-
fair.
That's Coco.
I know, the cat is
ask me
adorable.
why. Ask me why I named the boy cat Coco.
Because
I was gonna name my dog Lily Coco.
You
Ask
should
me why
still
I
name
named
Lily Coco.
Ask me why
I
I
know.
named the a stray male cat that showed up on my porch Coco.
And
the movie?
and it does not look like Coco at all, unless it's like what? He's
Because
the
when he
marshmallow in the cocoa.
Because when he showed up, he had nuts.
Oh my God.
Oh my god, that's
Bump,
funny.
bump, bump. I ran upstairs to get something. I made a comment in the chat that feds lie.
They do.
Not all of them do. In Waco, they
Uh-huh.
had good feds. They had bad feds.
Yeah,
and
you're right about that. Yeah.
I'm going to show you why. Because I am retired fed. I know that. That's all I wanted to show
wow.
you.
Wow.
Okay. Can you
Wait,
keep
I
the
missed it.
Scientology people away
Look.
from me?
Damn,
And
look.
this
The
badge-
things around here,
this-
we got
this
the
badge,
feds
I
on
just-
deck, boy.
I just had to get it out of the safe. That badge is retired. I'm retired.
Well, that's
Not all
amazing.
feds are bad, but there's a lot of shitty ones, and I was scapegoated, and that's
Yeah.
what caused me to finally break.
Yeah. My
Oh,
brother
OPM
right now.
OPM
Yeah,
won't fuck with me. They won't
Yeah.
fuck with me because PTSD was my final diagnosis with OPM.
Yeah.
So
Well,
that's all
that's
I had to say. Told you, y'all don't
I'm
know
glad
shit
you came
about
up
me.
and told us shit. Look, y'all, we got fucking feds on deck, bro.
No kidding.
Nope.
I know.
This chick's retired. So I'm out of here.
I
I just want
know.
to do that.
I'm messing with you. I'm just playing.
That hasn't been out of my safe. That's actually badge number 2. That hasn't been out of my safe in since 2012.
Oh, well,
my
thanks for
God.
showing us. I think that's awesome.
That
I mean,
was a flex. That was
Incredible.
a
It
flex.
really is.
That was a big flex.
So not
I
really
don't-
because I'm out of the game now. But
I don't have
I'm
a
way
flex
out of
like
the
that.
game. No, that's actually not a flex. That's because they fucked me over big time. That's not really a flex. But the point remains that there's more good feds out there than there are bad ones. But the bad ones, they do a lot of damage. The bad ones
Yeah.
do a lot of damage, and that's the problem. And that's in any agency. That's in any industry. The 10% do a lot of damage.
Mm-hmm. Very true.
So, and I called it when you said you want to go up. First thing I said is you play Trivial Pursuit, and then boom, you came out and said you played a trivia game. Boom, I nailed it.
Oh yeah, that's what she said.
Old ladies know some things. Old ladies know some things.
Whoa. Did we lose Coley?
Coley.
I'm gonna step out because I don't want Coley to leave, and I kind of took over her chat last night, so I'm out of here. So
Oh, no,
y'all keep
well-
going. This is the awesome way to rock a Friday night with you three up
She's
there.
probably still here. She's probably just
Somehow stuck.
well, her computer might have died. Who knows?
Froze. It froze.
Could be.
Oh, she can't leave because this is too good of a way to rock a Friday night. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and step down and just say it is awesome having y'all up on here. This is totally a way to rock a Friday night. But I'm gonna go back down because now we have no one moderating in the
In the
chat. And I
chat.
can't, yeah, and you can't do 2 windows when you have. It's too hard to do 2 windows. I learned that last night. So let me get back down in the chat and do my job before I get fired. So good
Well,
night,
it doesn't
up
look
in the
like
chat
there's
room.
any trolls right now. So
Thank God. Because
Yeah.
they were
Well-
saying some stuff that I was like,
I know. I had to hop down and kick the first ones out because I was like, no.
Well, I
Well,
think it was the
I
same
tried to-
person that came twice.
Well, when I first tried to kick it, it wouldn't let me kick it. So I had to go and check out the other controls, and then it let me mute them, but it wouldn't let me kick them. But I was able to mute it, and then it was
Yeah,
saying
you
that I
gotta-
did something to them. It said I did something
Yeah.
to them, but it would not let me kick them out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't ever want to be a moderator because I'm not very good at
So-
stuff like that.
Well, the chats are mild. I knew all I had to do was take care of somebody that said something stupid, and it was a weird, funky name or whatever. It's not like
Yeah.
it's not like we have hundreds of people in the chat. I knew it wouldn't be a big deal.
I can't even see how many people are in the chat right now on this, which is weird.
I think we only had at the most 8 because I looked over. We have 4 watching
Okay,
now.
Yeah.
It says,
Oh wow, it's us. Yeah, so
Just
it's
us.
only
It's
4.
the 3 of us.
Yeah. Oh, I just clicked over to the other window and I see Artist Creek. Oh, well, that was saying when drop her a lunk.
oh no, you were not connected. Okay.
Check the community tab for what?
In the community tab, it says that she's not connected, so her Wi-Fi went out. Okay. So
We're gonna lose everything here in a second then.
okay, so you want to reset your router.
Where are you getting that from?
That's what I do for a living.
Oh, well, yeah, but how is she telling you that? Or you got her on Instant Messenger or something?
No, I have both things up. So I have her page up on YouTube, and then I have StreamYard.
Oh, okay, yeah, I see it in
split
the
it.
regular chat.
Yeah, I have a huge gamer. What do you call it? Screen. So
Gotcha.
that's what I do in my spare time. So yeah, she's gonna have to. Yeah, her internet went out. Her Wi-Fi. Artist is here. Hi, Artist. Okay, if anybody has any questions for me to answer, just random questions.
Yeah.
What is the meaning of life?
Artist, do you want to hop on panel 2? You can hop
Yeah,
up
come
here.
on, Artist.
We
I
can
think
all
that's only just
hop
us.
here.
I'm seriously like freaked out thinking that the Scientologists might come after me.
They're not going to come after you.
Yeah, I know. I'm like nobody in their world. They'll be like, "Who the fuck is this girl?"
Yeah, I was at their. I don't remember what they call their their headquarters or their tabernacle or whatever it is in Irvine. But when I lived at El Toro, I went there because I got offered that that thing and
Stress test?
unless you could. Whatever it is. I mean, this was back in
Fuck yeah, let me go
90. It was 94, 95,
Mhm.
circa 94, 95. But it quickly became obvious if you don't have enough money, they're really not interested in you.
No, they're really not. Or
Yeah,
they'll
and
make
it's like
they'll make you
yeah.
join their C organization, which is like
whatever
you
it was.
go on the boat or whatever.
But
Or they'll make you take credit cards out and
Yes.
charge
Oh,
it.
did you see the Escaping Scientology, the Leah Remini thing show?
Yeah. Yeah. I've seen them.
Yeah, I know.
But I went there purely out of curiosity.
I would go there out of curiosity, and once they started spitting their spiel at me, I'd be like, "So, are you going to tell me about Xenu and Thetans and how there was a volcano?"
Yeah, I mean, I was still, my foster family was all born again Christian. My husband was still active duty at that time. I was working. The kids were all young. It was 4 kids under the 95. 4 kids under the age of 10. 4 kids under the age of 11. And it was like I had a few extra minutes. I went out of curiosity. I knew there wasn't going to be much interest, but what the hell? I got a few extra minutes before I have to go into work. And yeah, I don't think so.
Huh. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just like, every time I go to Disneyland, when we drive down there, like we'll pass by the Celebrity Center, which is their big one, and I'm like, I wonder what they do in there. But you can't go in there unless like you work there or you're famous.
Mm-hmm.
They don't let anybody.
Yeah,
in.
Tom Cruise wasn't parked outside, so there definitely wasn't going to be any interest for me. You know, Tom Travolta, or John Travolta wasn't there.
Didn't
nobody
he
else
leave?
was there.
I thought he left Scientology. Oh, there's Coley.
Hey, Colin,
Hey,
So,
did you restart
y'all,
your router?
all of a sudden, out of fucking nowhere, my fucking lights literally went off and came back on, and it booted my ass. I was
Yeah.
like, what the fuck? So, yeah,
So
and
Roddy
now
did
it keeps.
Did your
I
router
didn't do
turn
it.
off?
Oh.
What are y'all talking about?
We're talking
Who?
about the you.
Artist Creek
Well,
was
yeah.
gonna come.
I know.
Artist was
We're
gonna
waiting
come
for
up here
artists.
too.
There's
Oh, okay.
there's only a few of us watching.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Artist
I
was
know,
gonna
it's
come up
only
here
us.
too.
Who is?
Artist.
artist.
Oh, well,
Artist
fucking
Creek was coming
believe
too.
it. Okay.
Yeah, I told her the link was at the
up.
11:49 mark, so she's probably going to come
We
up.
were
And we're the only
hijacking your
ones here.
panel.
Yeah, we're the only ones here. So it's like I was going to hop down, but since we're the only ones here, it's like, well, we might as well just kick back and
Shoot the
chit
shit.
chat.
Yeah, here, look,
Yeah.
because I'm gonna copy the link and put it in the thing. Okay. And if
Fuck
artists
yeah, let me
is
go
still
outside.
here,
Where is artist?
yeah,
She
here
said
we
she
go.
was going outside.
Okay, here we go. All right.
And
Where is she
I
going?
went ahead and
she's having tech issues right now.
Tech
Oh, there's
issues.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But Triple Threat said she'll be back as soon as she got done talking to her male friend.
No,
Her
Triple
boo.
Threat.
Boo
Triple
phone?
Threat is over on LB's live. She's moderating right now.
Oh.
L's
Okay.
live.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, L's live. What's L live about?
Yeah, what's she talking about?
She's talking about that lady, the 8-passenger lady.
Oh, I know nothing about that, so don't ask questions because
Let's see.
Look.
LB's live is Ruby Frankie knew the police were coming to arrest her after her 12-year-old son escaped. Started 19 minutes ago.
what the hell? Escape.
That's fucking intense as hell. Escaped. Yeah, that whole family shit though. But that challenge podcast, he's been talking about this family being awful for like 3 years now, and nobody listened until now.
I just can't get into the Dad Challenge podcast. He just
I know. A lot of people don't like him. I know.
I just
Yeah, he
been. I kind of just watch weird random people.
Like me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do y'all watch Laura? Like her name is Perplexed QT.
No.
No.
Never
She
heard
does
of her.
like, I guess she would be what they call crama. It's like drama and like drama channel, but true crime at the same time. So they're like
Huh.
crama. And so anyway,
Interesting.
but she's very someone who I watch randomly, just like I don't know why. You know how you have a certain creator that you just watch, you really don't know why you watch them, you just kind of do. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Wait a minute. Is she that fuller figured blonde?
Yeah, no, she's not. That's I think you're thinking of Molly Golightly, but she was friends with
Ugh.
her. Yeah, she well, don't let us know how
Sorry.
you feel about her or anything.
I
Yeah,
know. Don't let us know how you
Sorry.
really feel.
Yeah, exactly. Gee,
I'm sorry.
it's
Like
okay.
that lady. What was it? Oh, she was on. Oh, it was Fox News, and I don't watch Fox News, but it was on the thing. And the lady was so like, "Oh, coronavirus has been up and people are catching again." And one of the ladies was like, "Ugh," and she's like, "What? Why are you saying ugh? You're vaccinated, so don't say ugh."
You can still get it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
She said she was
also,
saying
y'all,
something about being vaccinated.
did y'all hear about? I heard some rumblings that they're about to make the mask mandates come back and shit. Has anybody
To
else heard
hell
that?
with that. No.
No thanks.
I've heard that.
I've been hearing that, and
Okay, I'm not
they're
the
going
only
to start
one.
doing that. Yeah, supposedly they're going to be starting that at the VAs again.
Yeah, I know that, and
mental health facilities.
they've talked about nationwide might be by December.
For what?
You know what? I don't
No,
have a
oh, no.
problem with that.
I don't
You know,
either.
because if they help one person,
No.
they help people. You know, it's
And
not
I
that
almost
if
died
they
twice.
help anybody.
Yeah, like I mean, I know that it helps me because I know that it's bad for my. Artist is here.
Wait,
Okay.
where?
Hey.
Yeah, what up?
Artist Creek in the building.
I'm here.
Hey.
The party can start.
Yeah, I know. You
Right?
the rock.
Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor.
Oh my god.
I love that.
Oh my god, that's sad.
But
Where'd you go?
have you heard about that? The mandates and shit coming back about the masks and all that shit.
I'm not surprised. Okay, so y'all know I'm a pediatric nurse, and so we get some.
Oh,
Yeah, so I've kind of like given up trying to hide what I do. I've kind of like fucked them all. So I've known about that for a while. Everyone has like, I do home health, so we've kind of eliminated people coming in and out of the house. If they do, they're wearing masks. Yeah, things are not they're not pretty here. They're not doing really great here in Texas.
Yeah,
We're having some
I
massive problems.
I was like, what the fuck? No. You know what I mean? But I mean, I know
Yeah.
that it helps. Like people like me, I'll have to wear one because of my lupus.
Yeah.
I'll have to wear one everywhere I fucking go.
yeah, for sure.
You should anyway, Coley. You should be wearing one anyway.
I still do now. If I leave my house to this day, my whole fucking family doesn't wear a mask, but I do. So
You
it's
should.
fucking,
Yeah.
I can make you a mask, Coley.
Yeah, I do. I still have to wear them, and my husband gets so irritated with it because I'm like, I'm not gonna wear them blue fucking masks. I don't want them to. I mean, if I have to wear them every day of my life, I want them to look good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can make you one with your
Right.
logo.
Yeah, and so yeah, that's what I have to always wear them every day, and it sucks so bad because people look at me like I'm fucking stupid everywhere I go. They're like,
Not here. Not
she
here.
wearing? You know what I mean? Why the fuck is she wearing a mask? Like, looking at me almost like, does she think she's better than us? So she can't breathe our air? It's like, no, bitch. I actually could die. Okay. Like
No, I can't breathe your air because your air could be toxic.
Yes, it's not like
I
I
hand
want to wear
sewed
the
about
shit.
300 5-layer masks, and my mask had a pocket in it, so you could add an additional layer if you needed to.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
We're talking 5-layer masks.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And it's
hate
impossible to breathe through those.
And you could actually breathe with them on.
Oh well, that's good because I fucking hate that I have to wear a mask, but I have to wear one everywhere I go, and it sucks.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I'm not one of those people who's like, don't wear a mask, but at the same time I'm like, oh god.
Here where I live, we only have to wear them in the doctor's offices.
Well, here where I live right now, you don't have to wear them anywhere.
Yeah, me neither. I mean, I live in California, and California is a,
And I live in
the
Oklahoma.
blue state.
So I mean, I'm
So,
living in
yeah.
Oklahoma, and nobody's wearing them here, not at all. Now I do see, like, if you go into the like emergency rooms, because my son's recently hurt his ankle, I noticed that they were all wearing masks. So I was like, oh, the mask thing is coming back around. And then I happened to just see it somewhere, and I was like, oh, I started hearing more and more people talking about it. So that's weird. It says 2 of us are here, but that's not true. That's weird. Anyway.
yeah.
No, we're here. There's like what, 5? 5 of us
Yeah.
are here.
Yep.
I was here. Anyway,
We're having a summit.
I'm glad it's just shit. I
Well, I don't know
trolls.
if Coley, does it count you as a person?
Huh?
Does it count you as a person in your own chat?
Yeah, only
Oh,
because I have it pulled up on my phone. Yeah.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Yeah, but if I didn't have it on my phone right now, I wouldn't. The only reason I have it pulled up in the first place was because I was trying to get back into the chat and tell y'all what was happening. And also, I was trying to earlier. I'm sorry that I modded people randomly right then, but I was being bombarded with fucking trolling, and I didn't know what else.
Yeah.
To do. Me and Roddy were like, "Who the fuck are we gonna do?" So I just looked
Yeah.
around. I knew Vanessa had told me before, "Don't ever make me a mod."
No.
So I was like, well, fuck, I can't use her.
Because I
Artist-
could.
Me either.
Yeah, so I
No,
was
me
like,
neither. I'm out. No, I'm not mod material, girl. No.
I got you.
Me neither.
So yeah, nobody was here. So I was like, you know what? No. And then I saw, wait, Rebrand and fucking Sunshine. I got them because I knew
When
they.
you,
I
as
could
soon as
trust
I
them.
heard you say, you needed a mod, I knew we'd only have, at the most 12 people or so, and
Yeah.
I said,
Yeah.
I'll jump in because I already saw who the
please.
troll was. It's no big
Yeah.
deal.
I don't know why the fuck that
Just a
happened. It was so
random
weird.
troll. He
Yeah,
came in and just kept
but like think
spamming.
They just wanna come
think
in.
about it. Y'all
Sure.
think about it like
There's
this though.
dumb.
Who would okay, think about this. Think you open your computer or open your phone, okay? You go find a random fucking chat, or maybe it's not random, I don't know. And then you start saying something about Donald Trump and you just keep repeating it. What kind of person does that shit? Like what is
A
wrong?
12-year-old.
Really have
Yeah.
issues, bro. You know
But
what I
what's
mean?
funny is that those people that say that, they're usually not even Trump supporters at all. They just
Oh yeah,
like
No,
they
they're
just
not.
want
to mess with them. Just to
Yeah.
mess with people. Oh, don't get
Look.
them mad. It's like
Look,
They're just
on
trolls.
my
I don't
They
second
care
don't
either
agree with
way.
the bot.
my second stream ever, I didn't know that. Okay, I should make people show me who they are before I let them up on panel. And so I clicked on somebody, and then he came up on panel and he stuck his dick in his own ass. I'm not lying. I swear to
No,
God.
no.
I still have the video. I still have
Oh
the
my
video.
God.
I can prove it. I swear on my life, I'm not lying.
Oh my god. Ew.
Yeah. Yes, I had to.
There's so many things wrong with that.
I can't like I'm
I
trying to
know.
imagine it in my
Yes,
head.
no,
And
I
I'm
don't-
serious. His shit,
I know. Now it's stuck in our heads. That's so wrong.
Yeah.
like that picture that meme that
Well,
was
at
going
first
around.
I thought he was using the bathroom. That's what I thought. And then I was
Oh
like,
my
wait,
God.
wait. And then everybody in the chat, they were going, cut the chat off. It's it's before everybody hated me on this side of YouTube. And so everybody was in the chat. They were like, turn it off, turn it off, turn it off, turn it off. You're gonna get banned from YouTube. Turn it off. And my slow ass, I'm like, what? Turn off what? Oh my God.
Pick up my quit.
I was just like, wait. I was like, what are y'all talking about? What are you talking about? They're like, look at the fucking screen. He's fucking himself. Take it off. You're gonna get in trouble.
Oh,
Wow.
I didn't even know that was possible. I don't. Thank you
Yes.
so much. Didn't need to hear that.
That's not anatomically possible.
Right? I didn't think it bent that way. What's going on with that?
I mean, apparently it does, bitch, because I have proof. Okay, I have proof.
I'm just sitting here with my
Lord.
mouth open trying to visualize now.
We all are. We're like, what is wrong with us?
Oh my God. Oh my
No,
God.
I was
I would have
thinking-
known it was going to be that traumatizing. I would have told y'all.
We're Cole, you done just fucked us all over. That's
I
awesome.
know, right? Y'all
We're gonna have
wake up
nightmares.
in the middle of the night with a fucking bad dream. You're gonna sit up and be like, "Fucking Coley, I swear to God, I'm never
We're
gonna
going to sleep
dream
tonight.
again."
Like, God damn it.
Anyway, okay, so are we all down to do some type of game or something tomorrow?
Yeah,
Sure.
I'm down.
Yeah, I'm in.
Are
Totally
you?
in.
So everybody's in.
Sure.
All right, cool. We'll be here. I mean, it'll be late per usual, but I will be here, bitch. I will be here. Roddy will be cussing me out, texting me, going, "Bitch,
I
you
won't
ready
be
to
late.
come on?"
I'll be
she's
here
behind- I know she's always behind the scenes going, TikTok, bitch, TikTok. Hurry the fuck
Well,
up,
is,
bitch.
is Roddy able to start the screen up, the stream up at least if
I
you're
can
running
let
a little?
her, yeah. Now that
Yeah,
she's
because I mean,
comfortable-
I realize
that
that
she's
tomorrow.
comfortable-
Hey! Hush a second.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
you heard me.
Shit, my
Because
ass.
I realize that tomorrow that you will be running a little late because you're going to be running around looking for your Mike and Ike so that I'm not crushed for yet another night.
Oh my
You know
God.
what? I am going to. I am gonna go fucking find that damn candy. I want to taste
And
it
yeah,
just
lucky
because
for
you're
you, I
talking
can't
about-
hold my breath.
Yes, I'm no. I'm gonna do it. I swear on. Wait, I'm either gonna text myself to remind me because I'd be forgetting. So
Mhm.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna
I do that
text
all the time.
Roddy, can I ask you very kindly to take a note of that and to text her tomorrow to remind her like every 5 minutes on the 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Do a
Put
countdown.
her on an auto reminder.
You need to tell her to
Mhm.
shop elsewhere
Right.
other than just Walmart, and maybe she'd
Right.
find them.
Yeah,
Well,
go
I
to-
can't help it. It's right
Walgreens.
down the
My
fucking
Walmart.
street. Well, Walgreens is so
Walgreens.
fucking expensive. It makes me mad just to fucking spend money there. I mean, I have the money to spend there, but Walgreens is like ridiculous. It's stupid.
You
You
know,
only have
my
a
local,
Walgreens and
my
a
local
Walmart?
Rite Aid has them in a little 5-ounce box. For
Well,
like
I'm gonna
go to-
I'll go look.
$1.29.
Do they have them at like Target or like?
Do you got a Dollar Tree in Oklahoma?
Yeah.
Yes.
We have
Dollar
it
Tree has them.
Go to Dollar Tree.
Okay.
Oh, I
Dollar
don't know
Tree
if
has
Dollar
them.
Tree I never looked
Is there a
because
certain
I don't like to get
flavor
them in
that
a
I
little
should be
box.
eating?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
sour
the
one.
Mike and Ike Sours Mega Mix. If you
Yeah.
get them in anything less than a 1.8 ounce box, you're just a wuss.
Oh my God.
Well, I mean, I have to say that must be correct coming from a federal agent here. So
I know. I was like,
Right?
she a fed. She a fed.
She knows what she's talking about.
I
Okay.
Yeah, but
do.
rebrand, don't you get yours on Amazon?
I do because I can have them. I can have them delivered since I don't like to leave my house. But if I well, I did just find out that my Walmart has them for even a better price, and I pay for Walmart to deliver now.
Oh,
But with
that's good.
Walmart, I have to wait, an extra day or two.
Oh, well, look
Yeah.
at
That-
there.
and that
Rodney.
sucks when you're
Look at
jonesing-
there.
when you're
She
jonesing
likes
for 'em, that
Walmart too.
sucks.
Well, I'm
Well,
mad
yeah.
at Walmart. I bought a laptop from Walmart and they threw it on my front step when I said sign for the
Oh
package.
God, look. I was on the
What?
phone.
Oh, don't
with
that
Rodney.
piss you off?
I was on the phone with
Yes.
her when she got her
What
package
the
in the mail,
fuck?
and she was like, "What is this? This box is fucking destroyed, and it has my fucking laptop, but it doesn't even have discreet packaging. Somebody
No,
could have just picked it up." Yeah,
and it
she
was raining here that day.
Yeah,
It was
she
cold
was
and
pissed.
rainy, and they
Oh.
left my laptop
Yeah.
on the
Oh
front
my
step.
God. I would have
I
been
Yeah, I
so
know.
ordered a
mad.
I was on the phone with
75-inch
her when she
TV.
got it delivered. Yeah, she
I
was
ordered a
Text-
75-inch Samsung TV from Walmart
Ooh,
last year.
yes.
I got it for a great price. I ordered it for Black Friday.
Sounds good.
I did not open it until Christmas Eve. I'm here by myself. I opened it. I
Oh,
set
no.
it up on the coffee table. I set it up. The screen was facing the wall. I took the other.
Oh, no.
I took the other TV off. I took the other TV off the wall.
Oh,
Oh.
Lord.
Put the legs on it. Got it downstairs. While the TV was set up on the coffee table, I put up the LED lighting on the back of it. The backlighting. Got
Oh,
it all
Jesus.
set
We
up.
know where this is
Aren't
going.
you bougie?
I already know.
You know where this is going.
Oh my God, yes. And my
Um,
stomach just dropped because I love technology so damn much.
It hasn't dropped far enough yet. I'm not done. Got it turned around. I got the mounting hardware on the back of it. I had to. No, it's just me, and you know how heavy a 75-inch is.
Yeah.
Finally got it up on the wall. Went and made myself a steak dinner. Came in and
Jesus.
sat down, started eating, turned the TV on, and realized the whole screen was shattered.
Oh my God.
Oh, nuh-uh.
I
would
was
flip the fuck out.
pissed.
furious.
Oh, I was pissed. I'm surprised none of my birds were swearing after that night.
I was Fuck that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I was pissed. And then it took them like 2 weeks to come and pick the motherfucker up.
Oh,
And then it was return only. They would not even ship me a new one because
Wow.
it was stolen. It was they had no problem picking it up. But they
did you
wouldn't
order
even
this
ship me
shit
a new
off
one.
of Wish?
No, Walmart.
No,
They
I
do
thought
that
you
all the
said
time.
Target.
I'm playing. I knew what you said. I was just fucking with you.
I thought you said Target.
Yeah. No, Walmart.
No, she said Walmart.
Because it was a Black
Oh,
Friday
yeah,
deal,
yeah, yeah.
they wouldn't even
Samsung,
replace it.
okay.
It was refund only. I was
Oh my
so
God.
Right.
Would have been like,
angry.
no.
And I wanted the
I would have
Samsung
shoved that
TV
TV up
because
somebody's ass.
I was pissed, and I wanted the Samsung TV because the new models starting in 2022, they have the cloud download for Xbox, and I wanted
they
that for my
do.
grandson because he loves Xbox.
Yeah. I
And
bet you.
I just got a 43
You did?
for
Well, as
my
far as
How do
my
you like
kid.
it?
concerned,
Oh.
as far as I was
I was
concerned,
like, how do you
that's got my grandson's present as well.
Yeah.
Oh, I was so angry. So then I had to play musical chairs with the freaking TVs again.
Oh God.
Oh God.
That would just
Oh
make me
yeah.
so
I
mad.
was so angry.
Mm-mm.
I'm
Spending
jealous.
all
of
My
that
you. I
husband
would've back
bought me
that.
one and I returned it too because I said no, I don't need a TV. A, B, it was shitty. It was again Black Friday, Walmart. I don't know what their deal is. They seem to be they buy shit and then it falls apart. It didn't last a week, and I was like,
I don't-
motherfucker.
Wait,
We bought a
Go back.
futon
Samsungs are good
recently,
TVs,
and I swear to
though.
God, look, we bought a futon, and my son, he is like almost 6'3", and he looks like a fucking linebacker. Okay, big kid. and he wanted a futon because he wanted to be able to sit it up during the day. You know what I mean? And then lay
Mhm.
down at night. Well, yeah, it broke very, very fast. I'm talking about within like a week, it was broken.
Wow.
So yeah,
They just yeah.
never shop at Walmart. Like no.
No, I just. Well, I mean, I got my
don't live
Samsung
local, I'm
free.
getting rid of my love
Yeah,
sack.
well, we were only getting him that for right now because we were moving. So he would just have, you know what I mean? He would buy his actual bed that he really, really wants when we move, right? So we were just gonna get him that futon. I swear to God, within like fucking less than a week, it was already fucking in shambles. So I mean, I don't know who the fuck they're working with, but they need to find better people to make their products, dude.
Maybe
For
they
real.
work with Wish.
Yeah,
That one.
Yeah,
Well,
they
that-
do. They're doing drop shipping now. They're accepting
What?
drop shipping. So it's literally from wherever the fuck third world country. Yeah.
yeah.
You can literally, we can do that. Like Roddy, you do t-shirts, girl. You can jump on there. You can fucking sell on Walmart now. Do you know that?
Oh, well.
No,
I mean, I ain't doing that
I don't know
shit.
if I want to.
No, I mean, fuck no, not me either. I'll stick to my little Etsy 3 sales and my Amazon. I'm cool.
I
But
love
yeah,
Amazon.
you can do that. You can do Target. You can do. There's all kinds of yeah. So
Wait,
you don't know where you're
Target?
getting your shit anymore. Yeah, you don't know
Yeah,
where you're
like,
getting
I've
it, where
always
it's coming
heard of
from.
like drop shipping and stuff, but I
Yes,
never really knew what that
Quality
was.
products coming out
know what
of
I
my
mean?
shop.
Yeah, I never really understood the whole drop shipping. I never really understood what that was about. You know what I mean? Like I don't know how that even works, really. You know what I mean?
Basically, anybody could sell anything without having
Yeah.
one lick product in their hands.
I mean,
Yep.
here's the thing: how? I don't get it. How? Like, what do you do to do that? Like, how does that work? You know what
We
I mean?
live in
Like,
a capitalist society.
no, I mean, like, how do you go set it up to where,
Oh, okay.
like,
probably
how
have to
you
Like,
sell
okay,
it?
so like they have an account somewhere, like Alibaba or wherever the fuck, or
Oh.
Temu or where the fuck, and
Don't
then you
ever
actually
order
you
from
sell the product, and then
Order
you
for
order it, and it shipped directly to your customer, and you're paying for it, but you're paying a minimal amount, and your customer's already paid you, so you're making 3-4 times as much as you just sold it for.
Let me
Oh,
tell you,
okay.
I got sweatshirts off of Alibaba.
Mhm.
They are horrible. They're 3X.
Oh
Fits
no!
probably a 5T.
I was gonna say yeah.
Don't ever order from no. Mm-mm.
Well, that's because they're made in China or Thailand.
Yeah, they do those little skinny chick sizes. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean
Yeah,
those
I
people don't eat or
never-
something.
That's
I don't
their
know.
whole culture. Nobody's big like that. You know that I've ever seen. You know what I mean?
It was the
You-
one and
And I've
You
traveled the
like
world.
if you see a big one, if you see a like a plus size or like even someone just a little thick, it's
Yeah.
like surprising. Like, oh my god.
Right.
Yeah, it's almost shocking. Yeah, you're very right.
But at the same time, their food is a lot different than ours.
and it's
Like,
it's
a lot-
almost
not
like
processed.
their food is almost more clean than ours.
It is. It's not
You know what I
processed.
mean? It's
Not
like they
processed
eat
at all.
better.
Well, that depends because Chinese food, you're getting plastic in your food half the time.
Well, I mean,
anymore.
yeah, over here in America, but
Yeah,
not
in
there.
America, but not like
Yeah, not
in the country.
not actual like in that country. You know what I mean? So
Well, yeah, but over
I
there
don't know.
you're eating fish eyes and live frogs and
Ew.
everything
Wait,
else.
ew.
Where?
Wait, are you knocking on sushi right now? Is what you're doing?
I know.
I love
Well,
some
no. In all seriousness, over
I have
over
texture
in, over in
issues.
China and
Oh,
Japan, they
Yeah.
they do not waste any of their food. Okay,
Oh,
I'll
okay, I
give
see
them that.
what you
But
mean now.
I mean-
but they eat. Okay, they eat the food that they eat. Some of it is still alive when they're eating it. You know.
Oh, God,
the
no.
Okay.
Yeah,
Nope.
I've seen that. I've
Nope.
seen that.
Okay,
And
I can't be
I don't
doing
mean
this
just
conversation. This
sushi.
grosses me out.
Yeah,
I
draw
don't
the
mean-
line
I
there.
don't mean just sushi. Okay, some of the fish when it's on the plate, some of that fish is still alive when they're
Nope.
eating it.
Nope.
You know, the octopus is still alive. Some of the crab is
Yeah.
still alive.
No,
Oh my
You know,
God.
it is what it is. You know,
I mean, that's their culture, and I can't knock
it is
anyone's
their culture. So I'm not
Because-
trying to be culturally insensitive. It is, but
Well, it's okay to say that we just don't eat like that. That's not
Yeah,
culturally
no,
insensitive.
No, we don't eat like that at all.
That's why I
But-
can't ever go to
okay,
Thailand.
okay.
I would love to go and check it out, but I mean, it'd be beautiful. But I mean, I think about the food. And I'm like, fuck no, I can't do that.
yeah.
Uncle
there's
Lou
no
was
way.
actually-
I'd
Yeah.
starve.
Many of her videos were banned
Right?
on
Me
YouTube
too.
because she was
Yes.
eating some of the stuff that she was eating, and the way she was showing it, some
Yeah.
of that shit was pretty much downright cruel.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
maybe
that's
not in her
true.
culture, but she was showing it on YouTube, and it caused a huge.
Who was
This
this?
was years. I don't know. I don't know what her screen name is anymore, and this was years ago. But it caused a huge thing because she
I
was eating
remember
live
this.
food.
Wait, I remember this. She was eating.
I remember it too.
I know what you're talking
I
about.
don't
Okay, she
know
was
anything about
eating
that.
stuff like, okay, she would do, you know those small like squid things that you can get and you can eat them alive.
Gross.
Oh my God, no.
Yeah.
Okay,
And right before
She was-
COVID hit, she was eating bats.
yeah,
Oh my God.
she was
No.
eating shit like that, and then she
Hasn't
was,
she ever seen that movie? You know, what is that? Contagion or where the fuck it is? Oh, fuck no, I'm not
Yes.
eating no fucking bat.
yeah,
Yeah.
No, I know what you're talking
Contagion.
about.
Yeah.
yeah,
Everybody
I'm
watched
vaccinated
that.
for rabies, by the way.
yeah.
Mm-mm.
What?
Well, that's
I'm
good.
vaccinated for rabies.
Don't.
Should we
Speaking of rabies, I gotta go get my dog. He's chasing a fucking possum. Be right back.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness.
Ah, possum. Oh my God.
I had a
Awesome.
raccoon on my
Wait.
porch this morning.
Oh,
Or
that's
this
fun.
We
evening, I
have
mean.
rabbits and shit everywhere over here. I mean, rabbits galore. And then yesterday, I'm pulling in my driveway, and there's a fucking turtle that looks like an exotic turtle. And I'm like, I know in Oklahoma ain't no fucking exotic turtles. What the fuck is this? So I go to Google, and then I zoom in on it with Google Lens, you know, so I can figure out what the fuck it is. And it said it's a fucking box turtle, and they are native. to
Oh.
fucking- yeah, and they're
Oklahoma, isn't that where Joe Exotic's from?
Yes.
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 Coley,
Yeah.
do you know him?
Hell no,
I
I'm from
do.
Louisiana, girl.
Coley, you ever been to his farm?
Hell
Full
no.
disclosure. Full disclosure. I know
Girl,
Joe
if I knew what,
Exotic.
no, if I knew where it
You
was,
do?
I
Wait,
would,
what?
Vivian, you know him?
no, I would
do,
love to
and
go
I
there.
know.
though.
I know every clown that was in Tiger King. I know, and when Tiger King came out, my phone was ringing off the hook because I know all those clowns.
Oh
What?
my god, what the fuck? You've been holding
What?
this information out on us?
No
What's going on?
shit! Gosh!
Oh my God.
That's some important shit to know.
You
Yeah.
were a fed.
Why are you
and now
holding
you're
out on
new?
us?
Look,
Oh my
look,
God.
she's a look. She over here got beautiful hair. Don't tell us. Over here, a whole ass fed. Didn't tell us. Now
Kidding.
you're telling us this shit. Hey,
Ooh,
rebrand.
I got one. I got one. I got one.
Now.
Yeah.
I got one for y'all. Seriously.
Ooh, what?
Sh- Sean Patrick Flannery lives 5 houses from me.
Really?
I don't know who that is. Who's that?
No lie. No lie.
Oh my God.
Yep, Inglorious Bastards. He was in Powder. Yeah, him.
Oh yes,
Seriously.
Yes.
I know who he is.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Is that
Oh,
Angela? Wait, who is that?
from the Tiger
It's
King.
Artist Creek.
That's me when
What,
I was
baby?
fat working undercover.
Oh my God.
Aw.
Wait, you
Oh,
were
she got the
like,
Tigers.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, that beats Sean out of the water.
Yeah, that's
That's
amazing.
cool.
That's when I was fat.
That's so cool.
Wow.
That's
Well,
neat.
I was
I-
actually. That
we
was
live
at
by some famous
Daytona
people here
Bike
in
Week
Georgia.
in 2010.
That's so cool. That's awesome.
Wait.
Did you help
Wait.
lock him up?
No,
That's what I was wondering.
I was already off the job. I have
Oh, okay.
written. He was a snitch. I have written letters from him in my office.
Oh,
List of snitch letters from him.
that's not surprising at all. He seems like a pussy.
Rebrand's been holding out.
No kidding. God, what
Yeah.
else are you
Seriously.
holding out on us?
Wait. Okay, so
Jeez.
Artist Creek lives down the street from Sean Patrick Flannery, who was in Boondock Saints with my man
Yes.
Norman Reedus.
Yes.
I wonder if they're still friends and Norman just be going over his house. I'd be so excited.
He doesn't have a lot of traffic, but like, okay, so he and remember the Power Rangers, the blue Power Ranger Tommy that just passed away? He and Sean were very close, and they actually like did a whole bunch of like, they had one of those like, their martial arts, what do they call them things in their backyards? Where
Oh,
they like
really?
get together on Thursdays and like he'd have a whole bunch of cars over there and there'd be a whole bunch of people over in the backyard
Club?
practicing martial arts. It was crazy.
Wow.
I don't know what the
Oh,
fuck was it
Fight
called?
Club?
No, it wasn't crazy like Fight Club. But it was like, I don't know what it's called. God damn, what the hell is it called?
Those
My
are some
son is
beautiful
always
ass birds.
Are
by
those
the
your
way.
birds, Rebrand?
Those are a couple of them.
Those
Yeah,
are
pretty.
those are pretty.
They're very pretty.
Exotic birds. We should call her rebrand exotic.
Yeah.
There you go.
Exotic
My neighbors
rebrand.
called me the crazy bird lady.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Or we could
I
just
like
call her
exotic bird lady better.
Exotic
Yeah, that's a little.
Oh, exotic bird lady. Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, you should
Like,
change
no.
your name, Exotic Bird
Yeah.
Lady.
Or,
Totally,
or
yes.
just like,
This is them on an asshole day.
oh shit.
That looks like an alligator mouth.
I can't even tell what that is.
Is that a crocodile?
What the fuck is that?
It's
That's
a
my
bird.
birds when they're having a bad day.
Oh God, you scared me. Because if that's an alligator, I'm fucking out. I don't do gators.
They have a can opener on their face.
I see that. What the fuck? It almost doesn't even look like the same fucking birds. You know what I mean?
It
Like,
You don't look like a
What?
bird at all.
That is a Photoshop.
well, no one. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Bitch, I thought this.
No.
We're looking at it, analyzing it, thinking it's a real.
We're trying to figure out what the fuck we're looking
I'm
at.
like,
We're all up
She
here. I'm
discovered a new species.
like looking like what the fuck?
I know. I'm
Here,
like,
I'll show you
on my
one more
screen.
picture since I have it open right now. I'll show you a picture of what I look
I
like when
love
I
those
actually
birds, though. They're really
try to
pretty.
look nice.
When you try to look nice.
oh,
That's so funny.
ah! Look at
Oh, well,
her.
look at you.
Look at them legs.
That is a very pretty picture, actually.
You're ready
yeah,
for a
totally.
hot
And
date.
I like the fact that it's, in more of the sepia, black and white. You know what I mean? It looks
Yeah.
good. I like that.
It does look
I
really
love
good.
black
That
and
was on
white.
Tinder.
That was a girls' night out several years ago.
Oh, you gotta
That-
love them.
before I
girl
became
night
a
out.
shut-in.
Cool picture. That's a good picture.
Before you became a shut-in.
He's a
Oh my
recluse
God.
now.
Yes.
That should be
Just
your
like-
picture
because-
of your little avatar, rebrand on your YouTube. You should put
Oh,
that.
you
in
should totally
your-
do that.
That's a pretty picture.
No, because that kind of removes my anonymity.
Yeah, I know. You're right.
You're
right,
removing your anonymity right now.
I was gonna say it's a little late for that.
That's a fucking tiny channel that nobody's gonna
I
find.
did
you.
I did that
Yeah.
last night for a reason.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
true.
I know.
Okay, but do we have anybody else in chat right now? Is there
No.
anybody else here? Okay, I just want
No.
to check.
No.
No.
Because
Some
I don't
people-
love that.
Y'all don't understand. When we shut these lives off the next day, y'all would be shocked. Ask Roddy how many people make videos about these streams right here.
I know. I
Wow.
know.
Weirdest shit I've ever seen.
They lurk.
Nothing but laughing and talking, and they will find a way to pick it apart. It's so weird. I don't
I
know
know.
why people are like that. It's so bizarre.
That's why
It's
when
just
I
Coley's
showed you
streams that
earlier,
they do
I
it
covered up what agency was and everything that was on the few seconds I showed the badge.
Of course.
Yeah.
I covered that.
Mhm.
You know.
Yeah, I understand that. Yeah.
Well, that's one of the reasons I protected what I did so hard because, I mean, I told you I had people fucking threatening to dox me and all kinds of crazy shit when I was Blue Apple.
Yeah, I know.
Wow.
They were,
That's just
they were
weird.
really,
Why?
They came at me real hard like about a year and a half ago. Like when I made like 3 videos, okay? And I used to not be cool with Marissa, not another housewife. Watch. When I say her name now, I'll be shocked if she
She'll
doesn't
pop
show
in.
up. She always does. Anyways, so we were having like issues or whatever, and I was being threatened a lot. Like really bad. Then I got swatted, and I mean all these fucking different things happened. And that what the problem was is that they didn't know my brother's a cop, and now he's a homicide detective. So ain't nobody gonna fuck with his sister. You know what I mean? Like that. So I found out who these people were. They tried to hide behind these VPNs and shit. We found out who they were, and they've never fucked with me again. So, I mean, it's easy for me to do that, but there are other people. Like since I've been watching YouTube the like past 6 years or so, I have watched 2 creators literally kill themselves because of the hate they get online. It's
Oh my
crazy.
god.
People
yeah.
are crazy. These
Yeah,
people are fucking crazy.
Yeah,
You have to
like,
watch yourself very carefully. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
because people even when you think that you've done nothing wrong, like for instance, all of us right now can agree. None of us have said anything problematic or wrong, right?
Nope.
I promise
I
Nope.
haven't. No way.
people,
No.
people will take it and
Well,
say
I might
that
have. No,
You know
I'm
what I
sorry.
mean?
Right now, we're just girl talking.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're just
kicking
shooting the
it, not
shit.
doing anything wrong. The last time I had a stream like this, where I was just sitting there kicking it, running, and just laughing and shit, the next fucking day was like World War III. People were dragging me out of left, and people were calling me all kind of names. I mean, it was crazy, and it was
But
like,
they're in chat, right? So I mean, we would see that there's other people watching us if they're in chat,
well, yeah, but
right?
right now,
Okay.
Yeah.
right now, yes, but by tomorrow, more people will see it. Like right now, there may only be,
Ah,
but
But
by
you
Right
can
now,
tomorrow,
there's
you
Yeah,
can
I get it.
private this, can't you?
it's us.
yeah, I mean,
Just us.
you can, yeah, if you go and you go to my streams, go look at the views. By the next day, event they're gonna be over 100 views. You know what I mean? So people are gonna watch.
right.
They're just not up late. You know what I mean?
And the
Watch,
people who comment on these things,
yeah, yeah.
Scientology,
what,
Yeah.
Coley?
please leave me alone. I
When
mean,
this-
no harm.
Yeah. So maybe I shouldn't have said where I live, or who lives near me.
Yeah,
oh, they
no.
can pull up
I
to my
mean,
house if they want to.
Yeah, they won't look. That they feeling froggy. They can leave. They will fucking not. They will not leave in the same way they fucking arrived. I can assure you of
No.
that.
Yeah.
So
Me too.
Coley,
I
and
live
the
in a
part
no
where
carry
the
state.
stream, the part where the stream went, where it went from the official informative conversation that we had where it started,
Yeah, right.
Mhm.
and probably right from the part where you had problems and got kicked out, from
Yeah.
about that part on, you can go in and edit the rest of it out.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
after that,
does.
everything went personal. That probably would be a good idea for everybody.
Yeah.
I would agree. Can
I
you do
would
that, Coley?
I'll do that.
Okay.
That
Uh,
would be
appreciate it.
we
awesome,
would appreciate
because
that.
everything after that is all just fun.
Yeah. What I'll do is I'll go and I'll cut it off right at where we're kind of stopped talking about like adoption,
Yeah.
and then I'll cut out I'll stop there, and then I'll leave the very end, like when I say love you, mean it.
Yeah.
I'll put that together, and I'll just cut this section out of it. But then,
Yeah, because God knows the Scientologists are going to be after you. So I mean,
Oh my God.
it's
No,
probably
that's
wise to cut
already-
that.
but
Like,
yeah,
I know-
it's real easy to do. So,
She's
yeah,
doxed my real name like so many times.
I have, and I haven't, not her full name, but I say her
No.
name all the time. But I can't help it. I be talking to you on the
I don't
phone
care,
every
though.
fucking day.
I mean, my real name's right there.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know.
And my picture.
Yeah,
Like,
well,
that
That was actually what I was doing, y'all. Before, when I said I had tech problems, I actually had to go because my real name was attached to my Artist Creek, and so when it came up, it showed my original name, and I was like, "Oh, fuck that!
yeah.
Let me take that down. Let me fix that real quick on my Google account."
And you know
For
what's
what
so
it's
fucked
worth,
up?
I didn't even notice. I wasn't looking at it.
What's so fucked up is that it should not have to be this way, y'all. We should be
No,
able
it shouldn't.
You know what I
No,
mean? We
no.
should be able to fucking come on here, be who we are, and not be scared that somebody's gonna fucking show up at our house. Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, that's so stupid, so juvenile. Like,
They
why?
come
No,
to
it's
my
worse
house.
than that, Coley. I mean, because y'all know what I do for a living. All it takes is one person to find out my real name and make an accusation against me,
Yeah.
and I have to fight for my job and my license.
And that's wrong.
So,
It shouldn't be that way.
That's why I like shut everything fucking down. I was like, I can't do that. I can't go up against fucking crazy ass Becky's little minions. I can't fucking do it.
Girl.
See,
no,
I've
Well, that's
been
what
doxed
we're not
before,
foster
too,
parents
and-
anymore. For
Yeah.
that
What the
reason.
fuck is in my yard? Hold on. Scooby, what's going on, dude?
See, when I
Scooby.
was doxxed, it was when I was in full blown PTSD, and I was coming into chats
It's a fucking
On a-
possum.
that I enjoyed talking about, and it was diversion for me.
Uh-huh.
And then, somebody just went ape shit, and I don't feel like getting into all of it. And it was because of a misunderstanding that
Right.
just got
Mhm.
totally overblown.
Yeah.
And they doxed me on Vigo and
What the hell
put
is
all
that?
my information out there.
I don't even know
And
what that
was like, what the actual fuck?
What is Vigo?
Yeah.
Vigo's another chat server. It was, and
Oh.
I mean, they had my full name.
Wow.
They figured out my address, and and they did it because I stupidly had emailed one email, and they were able to get my IP, and that's how they
Yep.
figured out the last name.
Yeah.
Because once you do one thing, you can figure out everything online.
Yeah.
So now you don't do it, can't do it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I mean, and then hundreds of people had my information, and it was ugly. And here I am, I'm in full blown PTSD,
Right.
Yeah.
and it
Yeah.
got ugly.
I
mean,
bet
it
you
got
did.
real
I had something like that happen years ago to me. Yeah, I had something similar, and I actually left the internet for like fucking years because
Okay,
it was like
so
they put my kids' names, their
oh my
schools.
god.
Yeah, I mean, they went fucking nuts, and it was about nothing. It was ridiculous. Someone just didn't agree with me. It
That
was
is a
literally like on a coupon like message board, like coupon, like
coupon?
literally, like
on
yes,
a fucking
like we're
what?
like
On a
yes,
Jesus.
no lie, no
lie,
lie, and they went
There'd
fucking
be a lot of
crazy.
Karens on them fucking the fucking
I was gonna
coupons.
say it had to be a Karen.
Yeah.
It was. I mean, and they went crazy, and it was like, I mean, I literally was like, oh my god, this is crazy. I just like, I can't because I mean, my
I
kids.
would.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
No,
I mean,
I learned real quick.
think about it.
This
Look at
person
how
ran a
tiny my
background
channel
check
is.
on me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, where the fuck do you get you? I said, you had no reason to run a background. I did too. I said, you felt threatened? Threatened from what? I never threatened you.
What
I
are you
never
gonna
did
do?
anything.
Jump
We
through
don't
the
even,
fucking
we live
screen?
thousands of miles apart. I
Yeah,
never
you can't
threatened
jump
you.
through the screen on them. Like, what the fuck? That doesn't even make sense. That's
Yeah.
stupid. But
I
like,
said,
look how
I don't
tiny
email
my
you. I
channel
don't
is.
call you. I live nowhere
Yeah.
near you.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. I says,
Right.
I don't rent from you. I'm not applying for a job. Nothing like that. I said, you had no
Right.
reason to do it.
Right.
I felt like
Right.
it. Just,
But like, for
that, I
instance,
said,
see how small my
that is a
channel
new
is?
level of wrong.
I'm telling y'all,
What?
look, my fucking channel may be very small, but a lot of motherfuckers make constant videos on me. Like, I'm serious, like daily.
I don't understand that fully.
It's
I
just
don't-
What the
I
fuck
don't
did you
get it
do to piss
either.
these people off? I don't understand.
I don't,
Did you
okay.
do something?
Here's what the internet says. Okay, this is what the internet believes. They believe.
Okay, wait. I presented that badly. I didn't mean like, what did you do, Chloe? I meant more like, why are they fucking with you,
Yeah, no,
Chloe?
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Well, the internet, okay, they seem to think, okay, I can't win because look, when I'm not friend, if I choose to stop being friends with somebody and I publicly drag them for what they've done, they tell me that I should have done it behind the scenes, right? When I stop being friends with somebody behind the scenes and say nothing about it, I just block and move on. Then I get in trouble by the internet because I didn't say anything about it on my channel. And so it's a constant thing of that all the
Got
time.
it.
And then they call me
Got it.
racist. They call me transphobic. They call me, even though my cousin just got his paperwork back because he's now officially a man on his Social Security papers and all that type of shit. And so are you telling me that first, my kids are fucking biracial? They're Filipino and white. How the fuck am I racist, first of all? Second of all, how in the fuck am I transphobic when one of my best fucking friends and a family member is fucking trans? Like, what are you talking about? You know what I mean? Like, I don't ever talk to shame anybody
No,
for being,
I get it.
You know?
It's just because you're bringing things to the forefront that need to be talked about. Like, I mean, I've heard you talk about the they them thing, which I think is fucking stupid too. You can't be they and them. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
Okay,
But whatever.
hold on.
Okay.
So I think that that's part of the deal.
Okay, so y'all know I'm a liberal.
Yeah, I
I'm
know.
not a Democrat. I'm a liberal.
We all love
and-
each other here. It's fine. Yeah.
And all I
Yeah.
can say is they, them, to me, is fucking the stupidest shit in the world.
See, I am a Democrat, and it's the fucking stupidest thing I've ever heard.
My oldest child goes
Her-
by they them.
Yeah. Her.
And
Right?
it's
I
Okay,
know,
but-
Roddy. I know, Roddy.
It's hard.
I know, and we so at the same time, it's like, Roddy, we don't want to say, like, okay, I'm not saying like your kid is stupid. What I'm saying is like,
not at all.
I wish there was a better word than they them, because I think that's the wrong definition there. I feel like
Especially
there needs to be a
because,
different word.
Yeah,
Can we
do
come
you
up
know
with
how to
something
use
new?
They them in a sentence when you're trying to tell someone about
I-
your
oh my
oldest
god, I had to change a post the other day, and it read like I was illiterate after I was done, because I was like, I felt terrible, and I was like, oh, let me fix it, and I was like, well, now it doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah, yeah. And you know what? I think that's the disconnect because we are trained to say they and them is a plural word.
Exactly.
So when
It's
a
a group of
singular
people.
person wants to be called something
them.
that refers to something that's plural, it's in our minds, the way we've been raised and taught, that's not correct. So that is why we have these feelings of why, you know what I mean? And I've had
Right.
to talk that out with Roddy all the time because it's so confusing to me. But she gets frustrated sometimes about it too, and her own child is like, you know what I mean, has that.
Yeah.
Right.
Has that
And my child is a mother.
yeah.
Well, I have her child, but
Yeah.
what are you going to tell your own child? Like, what is she?
Yeah.
Vicious?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I got questions. Yeah, I got questions. Yeah, I never even thought about that. I never even thought about that part of it.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
how these children, are they gonna, is that their mom? Is that their dad? Who the fuck is that? Is
Yeah.
it they?
Right.
You can't fucking
They
say, oh, that's my they. I mean, that's the
Yeah,
stupidest thing I've
right.
ever heard.
yeah.
Yeah.
They
I
gotta
should
come
know
up with
her
something
mama, I mean.
different.
Yeah, that's the only reason
I just,
why. That's why when I say it, I think when people are saying it's stupid, I think that's where people get all offended. But it's
Yeah.
not that it's stupid. It just
yeah,
sounds,
it's not the
doesn't-
concept. It's the word.
doesn't
Yeah.
make
Yeah,
sense
it's not the
Right.
yeah, I agree.
because in the way that we've been taught to speak the English language, that is not how we've been taught it. So that is why when we look at it like that, it's not trying to be rude or harsh. It's just that it genuinely doesn't make fucking sense to us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's not to be mean. It's just that I don't know
Exactly.
what words to use.
Yeah.
I'm genuinely confused by it. It really
Yeah.
does. But like for instance, my daughter, okay, she has a friend that's non-binary. And she
Yep.
said, Mom, the reason why it makes sense is because if you think about it, that person is they look at themselves as neither a girl or a boy. So that's why they say they or them to non-binaries. So
Yeah, that still doesn't make any fucking sense. Yeah, no,
I
it still
know.
doesn't make any
well, it doesn't
fucking
make
sense.
sense,
No.
but to me, it makes more sense than somebody who is presenting themselves as one gender or the other and then saying they and them.
Right.
If somebody is presenting
Yeah.
in like an androgynous way and they are presenting, you know what I'm saying? It's a little bit different. But when you look like a straight up fucking girl, look like a chick,
Yeah.
and you think that I'm supposed to randomly know that you like me to call you they or them, how the fuck am I supposed to know that? You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
like
I feel like it's getting mixed up in with sexuality. I think that's part of the issue. We need to separate that out. I mean, I don't give a fuck who people sleep with or what their deal is,
do I.
but I feel like it shouldn't be tied into the they them part. I don't care whether they're he she or whatever, but it really doesn't. It doesn't that just because someone sleeps with a girl or boy or both or they're non-discriminate because they fall in love with the person, not necessarily the gender. I don't feel like they should use that they them. That doesn't make any sense to me. Because they're not really gender fluid. It's just that they just sleep with different people. That it doesn't apply in the same context.
Yeah.
So I don't understand why they associate that. Because then
Yeah.
I'm like, it doesn't matter. I mean, you know what I mean? That doesn't really matter. I mean, it's one thing for you to take it as a gender issue. It's something else take it as a sexuality issue. And
Yeah.
we really don't give a fuck who you sleep with, dude.
Yeah,
We
no.
don't care.
Like
So
my
why
child's
it doesn't
always been bisexual. We've always accepted.
right? So I mean, yeah, I don't have any issue with it at all.
As they are, you know.
Yeah, I don't give a shit who
What-
you sleep
you know?
with, whatever. But when
No.
Exactly.
when you have these expectations, like another thing that
On other people, yeah.
a lot of people don't like me for another thing, which is me saying stuff like, okay, yes, I feel like everybody should be able to be supported, be trans, do all the things, okay? But now that you should not be talking to women and talking about their chest feeders or womb holders or like,
Oh God, yes.
it's like it's
Yeah.
like okay, it's
I agree.
basically like they're treating us like move, bitch, get out of the way. Now it's us. Fuck y'all. You know what I mean? We're the real women.
Yeah.
Like, and it's like, why are you
No.
trying to come in so heavy like that? Why can't you just like join the?
There's room
women's-
for everybody. There's room for everybody.
You don't have to, like, we don't have to like fight us, dude. You know what I mean? Like you.
Yeah, I mean they can make their own slice of pie. They don't have to take ours over. You know what I'm saying? I mean the pie is big enough for everybody. We you know, I mean they don't have to completely shove us off to the side because they're never going to understand what it is to be a woman because they're not genetically. And it's
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck what they look like or how they're assigned or anything else. Genetically and hormonally, they are not women. It is what it fucking is. And I mean,
Right.
I'm okay with somebody wanting to claim they are, but don't be
Yeah.
telling me that you know how I feel because you just turn from one to the other because you
Right.
fucking don't.
Yeah.
Right.
No.
You know,
And I feel you on that because it makes me frustrated because people take me saying that as me being transphobic, and that is absolutely not right. If I saw anybody fucking with somebody trans, I'd say something. I'm just saying that why is it that as women we haven't even had our own rights that long? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So for someone
Yeah.
to come in and impede on our now domains, why can't you do that peacefully? Why do you have to come in, like, fuck y'all, move out of my way, I've arrived? You know what I'm saying? Like, why can't you just
We don't
be,
even have equal rights
like, so
Exactly.
at all.
We really don't. Yeah, we really
Exactly.
don't. We
No,
still don't have
Thank
equal
you.
pay. We still don't have
No.
yeah, we don't. We don't.
That
y'all
amendment
mean-
has
know
not
what I mean,
passed
though. Like,
since the
just like,
70s.
yeah, but
Yeah.
I mean, y'all know what I mean, though. Like, they're just, that's the only thing I don't like. You know what I mean? When people are like, fuck women. We know what it feels like to be a woman. No, you don't. You don't know what it's like to
No.
bleed every month. You don't know what it's
Yeah.
like to fucking have stomach cramps because you're on your fucking period. You don't know what it's like.
Some of them claim they do, and that's fucking crazy.
No, you
And to
don't.
me, that right there,
That's mental illness.
yes, it makes the trans community look bad when people like
It does.
go around and buy tampons talking about day 23 of being a girl. Like, and then he's like, it's, oh my God, bugs. And he falls on the ground and shit. Like, no, stop
Wow.
making girls look stupid. Why are you doing
Yeah.
that? You know what I mean?
They
Like,
didn't research that well. They did not research that man well. No, that was a bad one. That was a bad choice. He's been a woman for a minute. Give me a
Yeah.
break. He should not have ever been a poster child for trans community.
No,
God.
because now
They don't even like it. Hell, forget about us women. The trans community is very upset. They're
Oh,
like, bad choice.
yeah, the people who don't like this bullshit, yeah, they're very upset. So yeah, I know, and so I just get so pissed off when people are like, "You're transphobic." No, I'm not. I want everybody to be loved and supported. I just don't think that you have to fucking be mean to a certain group of people just because you want to be a certain way. Like, that's stupid to
Right.
me.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
That's all I mean by
I
it.
agree.
When I talk like that, people are like, "Transphobic." No, I'm not.
No, you're just
Oh,
honest.
we have
You're more
Canadian
honest than people
Predator. I
are
was
willing to be.
flipping out down here. That Canadian Predator, Yaniv. Oh, I was
Oh yeah.
flipping out when that shit was going on.
Yeah, Blair White
You know,
pulled that motherfucker's number fast, and now the motherfucker's in jail. So,
yeah. Oh, I was
Wow.
flipping out over that shit.
yeah.
You know, I
He was
remember
like
the one
sending-
screen where
he
he's
was
sitting here. Of
sending
course, I'm a
messages
girl.
to
Why
her.
would I have tampons if I didn't have periods? And I'm like,
Oh,
mother,
God. Because you're an idiot.
with a dick.
Because you went to
Don't
the
tell
store
me
and
you
bought
have
them? I mean,
periods.
I don't know. Like, what the fuck?
You got
So
them
that's
free
the
up
only
the
thing that
vending
bothers
machine.
me.
That doesn't
you know?
mean you have periods, buddy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
See, I believe it, honestly, I really do believe that there's a body dysmorphia issue going on here, and I feel like I'm very concerned about young people who are not getting the proper counseling, because I do believe that there are actual trans people. I'm not saying that,
Oh, yeah.
but I'm saying that I
Sure,
believe that a lot of people are being shoved into that category, and they have an actual mental illness, and
Yes.
it's not the same.
Yeah,
That it's
like,
not the fucking same.
right.
And they're
like,
not being properly treated. They're being turned into the other sex, and they're still fucking miserable. Look at Jazz. Jazz is fucking
I know.
oh man, that girl's on her way out. You can just
I
see
know.
it. It's
I know.
terrible.
Oh, that's some
It's
serious
kid.
child abuse on that
That
Yeah.
poor
with
kid.
And,
Jazz.
I agree. That's a mother, but you know that her sister is like a major, like she's like some kind of a major bigwig, like PhD, kind of like, I don't know if she's a sex therapist or gender studies somebody, but there was a payday involved in that situation.
Oh,
I promise you that there's a fucking study being done on Jazz, and has been since this kid was little.
Oh, yeah.
And it's all about the payday. It's all about let's turn this kid into an experiment, and it's fucked up. It's fucked up.
Hey, even
I
even
hate
even the doctor that did the bottom surgery on Jazz has come back and said we screwed up here. I mean, obviously not in those exact words, but has come back and said we screwed up. You know,
They
I don't
shouldn't have
remember
done
the
it at
exact
all.
terminology she used, but
No.
they screwed up with how they handled Jazz.
I don't think
She
a
was
child
not a
should ever
candidate
have
for that surgery.
Nope.
Okay.
She was
here's
not a candidate for that particular
Alright.
surgery.
This is how I feel about it.
Okay.
So I feel that if you want to do that, okay, that's fine. How about you wait until you're 18 to start getting all
Yep.
of the all of your counseling.
Yep.
Wait until like you're over 21. If you still want to do it, all right, that's fine. You're an adult, you know, do what you want. But when you're under 18 and you're a child, no, I don't.
Have any of y'all seen that new movie? There's advertisements all over the place on YouTube. What is it called? Gender transition or something, and it's like a major advertisement. I don't remember what I was watching today, and it was in the middle of it, but it's a movie, and it really talks about how some of these parents are being pushed and being told like systematically across the board. Would you rather have a child that's the opposite sex or a dead child? You know, and I'm like, that is not cool. Okay, that's a little much. Because some of these, like I said, some of these kids have real problems, and they need to be counseled, and they need to have therapy, and they need to determine if that really is their problem. Because I feel like everyone's being shoved into that one box, and that's not everyone that's having those issues.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's not fair. It's not fair to them. We're doing a disservice to those kids.
Yeah.
You know, we really are. We're not looking out for them.
No.
And nobody wants to be the people to speak out. Nobody wants to, because then we're labeled, transphobic, and that's not the case. We just want these kids taken care of appropriately.
Yeah, I feel like
all the little girls that are tomboys, they're trying to transition now. They're tomboys.
Yeah, I know. It shouldn't be that. I feel like, okay, and then the fucked up part with Jazz is the fact that since she did the puberty blockers so early, it made her have what they call a micro penis or whatever, and that means that's why she had so many complications trying to have it, having the surgery, because she wasn't able to go through puberty to be able to get that depth, because the depth of your vagina when they make one is the length of how big your dick was. You know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
It's like that's why she's had so many.
But if they didn't put her on the puberty blocker so early, she would have had an Adam's apple, and that would have required another surgery, and her voice would have been deeper, and that would have been devastating for her.
Yeah, well, now she can't have
sex
or have the orgasm and have a baby. So I mean, hey, I mean, like, what the fuck? I don't know, man.
But that's 6 of one and half a dozen of another.
Yeah, I don't know.
I said that with snark, just in case you.
I feel terrible for her. I feel terrible for her.
That is fuck for her. Look, I know that people are showing that clip of the mom saying, "I will open your legs and put this in there for you," talking about her dialect.
Oh my God, that killed me.
But honestly, I know that looks bad. But honestly, I think the reason she said that, I think there should have been more context with that, because I watched that episode.
I agree.
I think that people are really picking that apart. Here's why. I've watched that show, okay, and the reason why she said that was because she was having to watch Jazz have to keep going through these surgeries, and knowing it's because some of it she wasn't dilating, and she had gone through so much with her. She was like, I swear, like, basically she was saying, I swear to God, if it doesn't work this time, I'm fucking done. And so it was taken, and it was kind of like spun as if she's like a predator or something. And I don't think she meant it in that way. I really don't. I think she meant
Oh, no, I don't either.
You know what
she
I mean?
meant it just like, okay, you know how these kids, okay, every teenager in America has fucking acne, okay, at a certain age. Okay, that's why they have the Proactive. Okay, so the parents, I mean, they always say, okay, part of the problem is that the kids don't do anything as a routine, okay? They have to stay on their asses to do all the shit. I mean, it's just like when they're kids. We have to get on their asses to brush their teeth. Well, so now she's having to stay on her ass to keep her going on this. It's the same fucking thing.
She doesn't want to have to go through another surgery again. You know
exactly.
What I mean?
She doesn't want to see her go through it again.
But I do see how, on the surface, if people didn't watch this for a long time, how bad that is. It does look bad, but I truly don't think the mom had bad intentions. I truly think she really was trying to do what she thought at that time was the right thing. And then what happened, I think, in my opinion, is they started seeing the profit they could get from it. So they let it just keep going and going and going and going. You know what I mean? So I think that's what happened. And I think now think about it now. There's no way Jazz could come out now and say, I don't want to do this, because he'd be a detransitioner and everybody'd fucking freak out. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. But yeah.
I'm sitting here raising my hand. Okay. I fully agree. Yeah, I know. I'm raising my hand. I fully agree with everything you said, that broke my heart when I heard that part. But
Oh,
I
I
also
know.
realized 100% that that is editing. I never thought for a second anything. I never even thought, the
Right.
predator aspect of it. And
Yeah.
it's I
No.
I realized that, it's because of, moms have you have as a parent, you have to do things your kids don't like.
Yeah.
I fully realized it was that situation, but I felt horrible that Jazz is at this point where, even though she's already an adult, her
Okay.
mom has to step in and do these things. I felt
Okay.
horrible for Jazz, that Jazz
Yep.
is at this point where her mom still has to step in and take charge. It pissed me off at the way they edited that, but I was
Yeah.
even more
Yeah.
pissed off
Yeah.
for Jazz, that
Yeah.
Jazz has to go through these things because her mother made choices when Jazz was young. Her mother caused this
I think they should have taken her
because of
off
choices
TV.
that were made.
As soon as she started showing depression like that, I think they should have taken her off TV, because that is not going to help her. Having millions of people watching her is not going to help. You know what I mean? So
Exactly.
I think it's better if they would have taken her off of the fucking television as soon as they saw her going into fucking depression. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
that.
but when do any of these families do that? None of them fucking do. We got the Duggars doing their weird shit. We got the Sister Wives people doing their weird shit. All these
Yeah.
people, they start getting fucking paid, and they're willing to put up with a whole lot of weird shit just to get paid.
And it's mind blowing to me, because I
It
just
is.
I don't understand it. To me, money is not as important as your kid's future and
Oh
shit
my
like that.
God, no, yeah.
I mean, like, absolutely fucking not. And
But Jazz is their cash cow. She is their cash cow now. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, do any of them fucking work? I don't even understand.
yeah, I know.
I mean, their whole existence is about this whole situation, and it's.
I know.
I mean, my heart
Yeah.
breaks for this girl. It just breaks because I feel like she was forced into to make a decision when she was a young kid, and she didn't. I don't feel like she really truly knew what the fuck she was talking about, or what she
No.
knew what she was doing.
I
You know
think
what I
she
mean?
was
And the people
guided.
supposed to guide her, they didn't fucking guide her. They fucking
No,
just
I
let her.
think they did. They guided her all right, but they guided
Yeah,
her
the wrong way.
You know what I mean? So I
Yeah,
think
absolutely.
Yeah, I think that's what happened. I think they guided her into a way as soon as they saw that it being profitable. Not saying that they don't love their kid. I'm just saying when they saw the dollar signs, I'm telling you, money makes people do crazy shit. You know what I mean? So, I mean, who knows why, but it is terrible. I feel horrible for her. I wish it wasn't like that for her. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I don't even know what we could do. Nobody can do anything. And then she got on her YouTube or whatever and doubled down and was like, "No, I like being who I am. My parents," because she responded to everybody talking about her mom dilating her or whatever, and she was like, "No, my parents are good parents," and da 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 da. Just the same old thing, different day. Basically. But yeah, I feel terrible for her. It's horrible.
Yeah,
she-
my
She's
friend
not
never
gonna
got to
contradict
even
her
do any of
parents.
that.
Not
Yeah.
at this point in time.
Yeah.
My friend was murdered
Oh
Oh
wow.
God, no.
I'm sorry.
for
so
being trans.
Oh
Yeah.
wow. I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
That's really messed up. I'm so sorry.
she was killed by 3 people, and then they took her body up north and just threw her in a ditch. And this
Oh
was like,
God.
we were like, I want to say we were sophomores in high school when this happened. So,
Oh my God.
yeah, it was even made into a Lifetime movie.
Oh wow. Well, I remember a movie about a girl that was transgender. It was back in the day, and it was like they were in Texas or something. I don't know. Anyways, but it's a really Hilary Swank plays the boy character, the female to male transition.
Girls
guy.
Don't Cry.
Yeah. Yes, that's it. I love that fucking movie.
Yeah.
That's a good movie.
Yeah,
Okay, so tomorrow night game, we're all down.
Yes.
Yes, no. Okay. Well, I love y'all, and since everybody's on panel, y'all got to do it with me. Remember? Chaos Crew, love you, mean it. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Chaos Crew,
I'm a little
love
sad.
you, mean it. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for hanging out with me, though, ladies. Really, I had a great night. Thank you.
Same. Good night, guys.
Bye, babies.
Great time, ladies.
Ah.
Ah.